All right. So.
Okay. Wait, this is not. Wait,
Not
is
what?
This right? No, I'm in the wrong outfit.
What do you mean the
well,
wrong
this is
outfit?
awkward.
Oh, you didn't change your picture?
The picture, yeah. No, is there one I can? Is it I can set one specifically for each one, or is it just?
I don't
change
know.
each one?
I think it's just for your whole profile on Roll20.
Okay.
But it's okay.
Well,
I already
For
made
your
your
profile.
tokens. Your tokens are all set.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So
Let me
the
get
thing
it.
that thing that they will be seeing is your actual thing.
Cool.
But Mono, how are you doing? We're about to stop replying to chat, guys. So I just hope you guys know that we do appreciate you guys coming out for the D&D campaign. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I will take a moment, like partway through. Hopefully we take a break. If it's too much, like that we're just like rolling, going, we might not take that break. But I will recognize any follows, subs, raids, hosts, all that after the stream. Thank you, Flip. I appreciate it. And other than that, guys, if you guys don't have anything to say, then we can go ahead and roll on into it.
Oh wait. What? Oh, here they are.
Hold on. Let me just fix one little thing.
Thank you, Panda Box. Let's
roll into
So are
it.
you guys good?
Let's do it. Let's roll into it.
Sorry, I'm pulling up character.
Yeah,
No
flip
worries.
past, like,
Take your
pull
time, dude.
everything up.
Just let me know when. All right, so I need everybody to roll a d20. We're already going into combat, fresh out the gates here.
Oh, no.
I'm down. I'm down for that. Let's go. Let's freaking
no,
go.
I mean, I'm
don't do it.
I'm
Don't
ready
do
to
it.
fight. After
Dude.
today, I'm ready to fight.
My hands
Don't do
are
it.
so sweaty right now.
My hands are sweaty. Needs to be
Okay, guys.
combat-ready.
All right, so let me go ahead and just minimize stream, and we can actually do this.
Okay.
Go.
All right.
Flip, what's your name? Just quickly.
Gabriella. I'm Gabriella Blackwood.
Oh whoa.
Excuse you. It is very royal
Gabriella.
and excuse you.
All right, guys. All right. So, let me cut this. Let's look for something. Let's do this.
Little more upbeat.
No. You know what?
Little more adventurous.
This is good. This is a good one. So, many believe that the world is always falling apart. Every day, something else bad happens. But every time I hear something along these lines, I just think to myself, could be worse. How, you might ask? Well, pull up a chair and sit by the fire, and let me tell you about a time in the world much like ours. A world of magic and warriors of great repute. This land lived in relative peace and happiness for years, with many races intermingling and living in their lives without bloodshed or civil strife. However, the storm was building on the horizon. A storm of insurmountable measure that nobody could have foresaw. A storm that caused the whole unity of the Empire to be cast aside into civil strife and the arrival of a new disease threatening the very existence of life itself. This land is known as Grisandia. And in the 13th era, ruled by the Prician Empire, this land has 4 heroes that are about to embark on the greatest journey of their lives. To start this journey, we arrive in a city that's not as big as the capital, one would say, called Groveland. Groveland is a small farm village that is near to the coast, but not so near that you can hear the waves crashing upon the shores. And we start with a vision of a cart carrying much food, drink, and a couple of baked goods along with it. And we see a small elven lady driving the cart to deliver her taxed rations to the guards of the city. Azzy, can you please describe your character for us?
Crap. As soon as you said that, I'm like, crap, that's me. Okay. Well, my name is Rosalind Lapis. I am a relatively young elf with a slight tan to my skin, with long brown hair and like past middle her back with bright green eyes. She wears a simple circlet with a lapis lazuli gem in the middle and ear cuffs. Normally is in a, I guess a peasant type of dress that is off the shoulder, high and low skirt. If you don't know what that is, asymmetrical skirt. I come from a family of, I guess, bakers and gardeners. So my father is a baker, so I have picked up a lot of his trade. And I have an older brother that is currently not living with us.
And this elfin lady is delivering her rations in order to pay the taxes for her family's bakery and any land that they need to order to garden. But she's not alone. She is accompanied by her best friend, some would say, an Azamar, that is riding in the back along with the food and other goods. Flip, could you please explain your character in detail?
Yes, Gabriella Blackwood here. I am... Sorry. Okay, my push to talk keeps on adding things into my Gabriella Blackwood. I'm a 5'11" fallen Asmar Ranger. I have jet black hair, and I'm wearing a studded leathered armor. And it's been dyed to match my hair color, which is just as beautiful. I have a very pale complexion, but I do walk with a very uppity and upright posture. And yeah, I am a ranger, and I very well much know and have very much befriended Rosalind.
Good. All right. So, while they're traveling to the steps of the courthouse where they get their official orders as to where you are to deliver your goods, you take in the sights and smells of the town. You guys have been here very often beforehand, but it is like a new world every time you step through the front gates. The smell of baked goods immediately fills your whole nasal cavity. Just the sweetness of the freshly baked bread, the clop of the horse feet, hitting the trails along as they travel throughout the city. Criers shout from stalls all around, trying to peddle their goods to passers-by. And as you pass by one, in specific, he says, young lady, speaking to Rosalind, come here for a second. I just want to sell you some jewelry. It looks like you have a fine taste. And he holds up a small brass necklace. It's not good. It's not well made at all. He says, the magnificent Magmo here would like to just see how this looks on you. And he reaches out. What do you do?
It's very nice, but I think I'm okay. I need to go finish my errand.
He says,
Before we look around.
Well, next time, please. I will be here for the coming weeks, selling my fine wares here. And he turns around and he starts shouting to the streets again, asking anybody to come try on the necklace to see if he could sell it. And you guys continue on towards the courthouse, and as you get there, you pull in. The courthouse has about 30 steps up above the rest of the land, signifying, the hierarchy of the town and how you clearly can tell that this is a place that has authority and has the power above the merchants and the artisans of the rest of the city. And you go around the side to the stables and you park your cart, and then you both jump off the cart. And do you go towards the courthouse? What do you guys do?
Rosalind, where are you dropping these off again?
I think we have to go to the courthouse first. Rather safe than sorry.
Yes, but I really just... Do we really have to spare these rations? These are absolutely delicious. You shouldn't be just giving them away willy-nilly.
Well, you know my family needs to pay the taxes on the land and the bakery. How else am I supposed to give you more sweets?
Look, you're asking questions I do not understand. Like, I've lived my entire life just having things handed to me. So,
Yes, I know.
yes. So they should hand things to us.
No,
Is that not how the world works?
that's not at all.
Strange.
You
Okay,
have a lot to get used to.
I may have bit into one of the rations. Hardly noticeable. I was hungry. That was a lot of walking.
Didn't I give you a bag full of food
I
for
ate
you
that
to eat
bag.
on the way? You ate it all?
Was it not supposed to eat it all?
You were supposed to last you the trip here and the trip back.
Yeah, the trip here. Oh, the back part. You failed to mention that, darling.
Okay, it's fine. I'll just get you more stuff.
I do enjoy more stuff. Thank you, love.
Are you guys ascending the steps to the courthouse doors?
How many steps are you walking? This seems rather tall.
It's about 30 steps to the top of the courthouse. It's not too much, but it's clearly raised above the rest.
Oh, that looks like... Oh my. Do you need me inside?
Do you want to stay with the cart?
I can watch the cart.
Will you eat any of the cart?
No, darling, I wouldn't eat a cart.
Will you eat the things in the cart?
Good specification. I was going to eat the things in the cart.
Please do not.
Got you. I'll just wait here in the meantime.
Okay.
So,
A little worried, but okay.
Rosalind, as you turn around and you start up the stairs with your skirt like blowing in the wind as you get above the rest of the buildings of the town, the guards stop you at the door and go, "Halt! Sorry, due to recent affairs, we do have a little bit of a test that we have to put you through." And they hold out a little ring. "Please put this ring on. It'll tell us if you have a rare disease that has recently reared its ugly head in the area. It is by order of Lord Colin IV. Sorry, business is business. I cannot change that." And he hands you the ring to try on, and like it's about the size of, you know, say like a washer. It's very small, just a small metallic ring. Nothing odd looking about it at first glance.
So I put the ring on.
And as you put the ring on, it glows this kind of like seafoamish green. And he looks at it and he goes, "Oh, well, not quite the green that we always look for, but green's a green, green's a green." And he lowers his spear from the door and he holds his hand out. "We'll be taking the ring back now." And as you hand him the ring, the color vanishes from it. It goes straight back to an iron slatey gray color. And they open the door for you. As you walk inside the door, you can see rows of doors off to your side, with a hallway in between, like halfway in between, splitting each set of doors on the sides. And at the very center of the room, there's the desk where the receptionist is standing, waiting for your arrival.
Okay, so I walk up to the receptionist. "Hi, I'm Rosalind. I brought the rations that I was told to bring."
Oh, hi. Hello. My name is Howell. It's nice to meet you. I was talking with the guard captain. He said that he cannot be present right now, but he did leave a message. Let me see here. Rosalind. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to bear with me on this. Rosalind. Lapis, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay, yes, he says that you have some rations to deliver to the guards at the jail down the way, and he motions you, like, out a window where you can see where the jail cell that you have delivered rations to once or twice before. Say, if you can just deliver them there, the guard captain will meet you and be ready to give you the slip of your receipt for the rations, and you should be good for taxes for the month. Thank you so much. And he motions you to leave the establishment.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, you have a nice day. Thank you so much. The Empire will rise with your rations at their back. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm gonna turn and leave and go back to Gabriella.
All right. As you turn there, you notice Gabriella sitting on the cart. What are you doing, Gabriella?
I actually, I kind of am halfway in the cart, like digging through, just looking at the pastries, and definitely trying to prevent myself. It's like, I was told not to eat you. However,
Gabriella.
Rosalind, darling, I was watching the pastries, watching them very carefully. Absolutely watching them.
As you
I'm
get
gonna
back to the
reach
cart,
into my bag and pull out like a pastry I had because I knew this would happen.
as you start handing this pastry to Gabriella, you guys hear a ooh, ooh, and it's just like the world is shaking a little bit. And everybody stops and looks around for a little bit, and then the guards and the town crier all go, "Nothing to fear, just a tremor. Continue business as normal." And everybody just returns to their daily work, moving around the town and going on with their lives.
Did you do that, Rosalind?
No, I don't think I can do that.
Strange. Oh well.
Okay, well, we're off to the jail. Shall we be off then?
Oh, very well. I rather bore with this. It's so tedious, but if you must, in order to keep your bakery running, I shall do what is necessary.
All right. As you guys arrive at the jail, the guards are sitting there as well, posted at the entrance. Once again, they hand you a ring as you guys approach and lay off your horses and bring the barrels up to the door. They hand you both a ring and say, "Business as usual. By order of Lord Carlin, you must wear this ring before you enter to make sure you don't have a disease that has recently arisen in the prior lands around here." And they hand out the ring. Yes, a disease. We are not at liberty to say what kind of disease yet until it is properly identified. And they keep thrusting it towards you, like just wanting to get it over with. You can tell they've done this multiple times. Like, within the same day. They're just aggravated. They want to get it over with.
Hardly a suitable fashion accessory, but you may place it on my finger.
He slowly puts his spear across, like, his shoulder, picks up the ring, and just calmly slides it onto your middle finger. And you see this dark forest green appear around it. It changes colors to this dark forest green. He said, "All right, perfect enough." And he takes it off and puts it on his hand. "Would you like me to put it on your hand too, miss?" And it
No, I'm
to
okay.
Rosalind. He hands you the ring.
Where is your excitement, your joy?
And then
That is so fun.
as you put the ring on, once again, that same sea foamish, not quite dark green that Gabriella had, like, shines from the ring. And then as you take it off, it goes away. And once again, like, the guard takes it back and says, "That's not quite the typical green that we always get, but they assured us that green is green, and that nothing should be arisen from it, so, onwards, go into the door," and they open up the jail cell for you guys to start moving your rations in. I was gonna say, as you enter the jail cell, you can see the obvious, like, entryway, like, there's benches along the sides. There's a couple shields with like the antique swords crossing behind them on the walls, and then behind the jail like entryway, the receptionist desk, so to call it, you see a familiar face to both of you guys. This is Guard Captain Rayner, and it's Rayner. And Guard Captain Rayner has long, flowing blonde locks. He's a very tall elf. He's a high elf, if you guys want the specials, like, standard, like, sub-race of him. And he has deep, like, you can tell he has bags under his eyes. He's tired. He's not gotten much sleep. This whole, like, disease thing has really gotten to him, and he hasn't been able to really sleep well without the populace, bothering him lately. And he says, "Oh, thank God. Been waiting for you guys. Oh, please tell me you have the rations here. Please tell me just one thing in this world is going right today."
The rations? What rations?
And he looks at you and he just goes,
All the baked goods are in the cart.
Thank you.
Raina,
Thank
darling,
you,
it is
Roasted.
best for the joke.
You are my savior today. You are truly my savior. And he says, if you guys can just please put them into the corner over there, we will move them into the proper barracks that we need for the jail guards. And he looks over to the left, and he says, all right, let's get this over with. Bring them out. And you guys stop for a second and look to your guys' right. And opening through a metal locked door, you hear it go, boom. And it slides open, and this fully armored, kitted out guard with a great sword on his back and a shield in the other hand shoves this shrouded, like tattered clothed figure out in front of you, and he's just hulking, an absolute like unit of a being, and angry. Can you please describe your character?
Hello, I am Galax. I stand around 6'1". Really red eyes. Trust me, you don't want to look into it. I have an outer layer of skin, burgundy, and an inner layer of musky orange. As you can see, tattoos. I've carved myself, because I'm hard as hell, alright? I'm hard as hell. If I take damage, they get damaged. They ruin them, my skin falls off. I get pretty annoyed about it. I get told I have anger issues. That's not true. Okay? It's not true. I have cobalt scales on the top layer, and then an orc skin layer underneath. And my top layer, if it does get knocked off, it will not grow back. And it's really frustrating, because I have one right under my armpit. It's really flaky and annoying. And I have dark brown hair, and I'm 48 years young. And I'm currently looking for my ass. Have you seen my ass?
Very nice, very nice. So this is the first hybrid race for anybody that is watching. The hybrid race is the Corks. It is kind of in between a kobold and an orc, whereas the first layer of skin never grows back, but underneath they do have that kobold scales underneath that do grow back if it is damaged. But as he walks forward and Galax goes to the receptionist where guard Captain Raynor is sitting, he says, all right, so what was your whole thing for being in here? You were in a restaurant, and we caught you at night after closing. Why were you there again?
I'm looking for
my
ass.
Yeah, your ass. Yes.
Have you seen it?
Well, if you turn around, maybe 180 degrees and face the door, I could probably tell you where it is. Yes, but
why do people say that down here?
all things aside, Mr. Galax, I would appreciate it if you just abide by our rules, which is no breaking and entering. It's very strict here, and most places have that rule where you don't break into other people's property. I don't know where you were raised.
Wait, since when?
He looks over at Gabriella and says, since always. Always. It's never changed. It's never changed at all. Anyway, he says, anyways, the sentence for this, it wasn't very harsh. We didn't notice any goods stolen from the restaurant. So we'll
because
just...
I'm trying to find my
ass.
Yes.
We'll take 50 hours of community service of your time, during which you will report back to the barracks. Every day we will feed you, clothe you, but you must work for the city until your hours are up. And then at this time when he's explaining it, you guys hear another one of those just like rumbling noises in the distance, and he goes, oh,
You have a lot of loud locks.
another tremor, dude. They just don't stop. I understand that earthquakes happen here often, but you'd think that maybe one day Shanshin would just, give us a break. Give us a break for a day at least. And then he says, right this way, Mr. Galax. We'll give you your equipment back, everything that we saw on you, your belongings. We unfortunately don't have your ass, but we do have the stuff that you were found with. And he takes you. I was
wondering when I was going to get that back.
And he opens the door to the side that he obviously had to go through in order to get into this room, and he hands you a small box with all your belongings on it. And by this time, you guys are done finishing moving all the rations in, and as Galax is turning, like with his box, you see all these guards start rushing in and say, "God Captain Rainer!" He says, "Fucking hell. Yes, what is it? What is it this time? I'm tired of this. I want to go to sleep." And they say, there's a monster out at the border. It's attacking the long little old farm. It's destroyed the first wall between the city. It's coming in right now." And he says, Fine. We're just gonna do this today, I guess. We're just gonna do this today. And he looks around the room to everybody that could possibly help. And he points to both Gabriella and Rosalind. He said, "You two, please, I just need this over with. If you guys could go with the guards, please just go with them. Help them out in any way. Just get this monster out of here. I can't do this anymore. I'll reward you. How does 3 months of tax-free land sound? Just 3 months where you don't have to pay the taxes." And he looks over.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Does it mean, Rosalind, does this mean we get to keep the bread?
Not this one for the next 3 months.
You got yourself a deal.
And he looks over at Galaxy and said, with, like, through gritted teeth, you can tell that he's just aggravated. He says, "If you help us, maybe we can lessen your sentence and possibly add something on top of that." And he's like, "That way, you can continue looking for your ass unimpeded by us." So can you guys just go with the guards and help them out?
Well, I'll never back down from a fight. Let's do it.
And what about you, Rosalind and Gabrielle?
Smelly lizard.
Well, I guess here we go.
As you guys rush out with all the guards, just running behind them, you know, like frantically, like 5 or 6 guards in front of you are running along with you guys. And you just see all the people in the town seem really normal. They act like this is an everyday occurrence. Nothing is out of the ordinary. You're assuming because it is what they said about the Tremors early on. But everybody just pauses for the moment as you get to the town square, and everybody just pauses and like kind of starts pointing as they see the guards passing by. And as you run by, you see Mogmo again holding out the necklace. "Young lass, damn. Thought that was a real cell there." and you guys run out. You guys run out and get to the gate. Upon approaching the gate, you can see out, like, the outer walls of the city. That is the first perimeter defense. There are farms that are inside of the outer walls of Groveland, but there's also the 3 main tiered walls to Groveland. So there's 4 walls in total protecting this city, and the outer wall is busted down, crumbling rock, just... It looks like it was demolished by a wrecking ball of some sort. You guys can't tell what kind of being would have done this, or really if it was a being at all. It could have just been like a freak accident, some kind of freak earthquake causing this whole wall to come tumbling down with it. And the guards are looking frantically when they reach the entrance, like looking around. I need you guys to roll perception checks for me real quick.
Alrighty.
14.
14?
That was not good. I got a 10.
17.
You got a 17?
Yes.
Alright, so...
I see nothing.
What did you
I
get?
got a 10.
What'd you get, Rosalind? Okay, so that's actually fine. That's actually fine. All 3 of you, as soon as you crest out the gate with the drawbridge down, you immediately all turn and notice, like, pinpointed on the farm, where you see these weird, smaller green figures, like, ransacking the place. They're just going to town, like, trying to get everything that they can, like, in their pockets and loot immediately. And the guards just seem oblivious. They can't see it. They have these helmets on that kind of limit their vision, just based off the Prician Empire's typical grade helmets. So they're just all looking around, trying to find anything around. What do you guys do?
Look over there, you dumb fuck.
As you point out to the guards, they all look. Well, the first one that looks just starts going, "Everybody, this way, let's go!" And they all charge off towards the farm and start running towards the little small figures that are attacking the farm. But as you guys like start sweeping, you notice another farm that you hadn't noticed initially that has also got these weird little green figures on it. and you can't quite tell what they are from afar. They are shrouded, covered up. They're about 3 foot tall, and you can notice just like small, like the tips of their noses pointing out from the cloaks.
Well, do like you lot, I'm about to get my hands dirty. I'm just gonna start.
You start sprinting towards them. All right. Do you?
We should probably follow him, shouldn't we?
For the bread!
All right. So I'm gonna need you all, including you, Kiyoshi, to roll initiative.
14.
14. All right.
19.
Ooh. Okay. So you rolled a 14, Rosalind. And Galax rolled a 19. What about you? What about you?
A lovely
Gabriel?
6.
Lovely 6.
That
You
is
rolled
with
a
the plus
19,
3.
14, and then
17.
6. Okay. So you are behind Galax in the queue. Beautiful. And the enemies rolled an 18 plus, what is their dexterity? Plus 2, so they got a 20, so they go first. So, as you start approaching these cloaked figures, you notice something off about them. They're speaking, you can hear their chatter, but something is really weird about them. There's about 6 of them in total, and they're all just like mumbling to each other like in this foreign language. They go and they're like pointing everywhere, trying to make sure to get everybody to a place. And so let me just switch over to the DnD map here. Here's the map. So Kyo is not currently on screen right now, but there's you three. You guys are coming along this trail up towards this barn here, and there's a field to your right that is looking like it's the dead crops. It is a little past harvest season, so they didn't get all their crops in at the time. But all of these little weird shrouded figures, hold on, let me get them. There's one there at the like front of the barn, and then there's 2 along the side here. Hold up, I'm just pulling them in, guys. I'm just pulling them in. Give me a second. And then there's also 3 in the fields just outside of here a little bit. And the one closest to you right here is the first one to say anything. He turns and sees all 3 of you, and he just pulls out a horn and goes, and he points to you guys, and all of them start making mad dashes towards you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 15. What do you? Wait, that's 30. Okay, I'm math is hard, dude.
Wait, why am I not
Okay.
getting the music anymore? Okay,
You're not hearing the music? I turned the battle music on here.
I can hear it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
I had to reload. Hold on.
All
I
right.
can keep going.
Anyways, with that, they have all used their turn, and they're just gonna sit there, and they look like they're waiting for you guys to make a move. They have their swords, their short swords at the ready, just like waiting for you guys. And with that, Galax, it is your turn.
So, I'm gonna carry on running. To there. Wait. Oh. It's not letting me move my character. Why is it not letting me move
Oh, is it not letting you? Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, yeah, I need to make sure that you can move. There we go. I'll change that for everybody real quick. Hold up. And then this is Rosalind. Beautiful.
Are you able to stop and start the music again or something? Or-
Yeah.
There, thank you.
Okay. No worries. There we go. And then with this one, controlled by you, and there we go. Save changes. All right, beautiful. You guys should all be able to control your characters now. Anyways, what is your turn, Galax?
I've moved 25 feet, which is my maximum movement.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna slowly reach into a bag.
Mm-hmm.
So, shall I roll?
As you start reaching into the bag, you're grasping for anything in there, and as you try to grab at what is normally inside your bag, just nothing appears. You pull your hand out, and nothing's in it.
Gonna pull out my hand axe.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! And just ready. I'm be ready to attack.
All right. Now, on a totally different side of things, as you guys notice, like, everything going to hell in a handbasket here, inside the barn is a different story. We have a young fairy waking up from their late nap, and they just stretch, and they notice everything outside the window. And Kyo, can you please describe your character?
Of course. Hold on, here we go. All right. Well, I am a fairy, a 3'8" fairy. I have dark charcoal-like skin with purple, bluish undertones. My hair was white, but is now covered in a bit of soot and ash, so it's now a bit gray. So, you know, I like to stay a little dirty. I don't get a lot of showers. I tend to walk around and kind of just wander from place to place. I have been known in many towns to be quite the yo-yo artist. Take it how you want it. Yeah, I am 83 years young, which for a fairy is incredibly young still. We live to be quite old. I'm 67 pounds, and on me you will find a bit of dark forest green leathers that I wear. Nothing special, they're not very protective. And on top of that is a chainmail that oddly fits me for my small size. I carry my scimitar on my left, my crossbow slung around my back, and I always walk with my shield on my left arm. I did happen to come across a revolver that I keep in my bag, but I don't have any bullets. But it's kind of a good intimidation piece.
And did you tell well, obviously you don't tell the characters, but did you tell us your name?
My name is Hana Hakama.
All right, beautiful. And as you're waking up, you know, your normal morning routine, you're stretching, you know, kind of like full cat mode, right? And you're like looking at your newly acquired firearm, you know, just eyeing up the artistry and all this stuff. And you notice a few nicks in it. You know, there's like tally marks into the barrel. You're not quite sure what it could be for, but you can only guess, assuming where you got it from, that it could be people that have their lives have expired due to the weapon. And then you start hearing out of the windows of the barn, you start hearing the clashing of like all this commotion, the guards in the background fighting these small figures, and then you look out the window and you see 6 small figures in the farm just running towards these 3 that just showed up. What do you do?
All right.
Note the small figures have not seen you yet.
Okay, and this is where I start, and this is just a little fence sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna quickly look around and gather up all of my stuff and make sure I have all of my equipment on me. Throw my backpack on and I move 5, 10. Am I able to go over the fence?
Yes, you're gonna take an extra 5 movement to get over the fence because you do have to climb a little bit. But so that 1 block will be 10 feet instead of 5.
5, 10, 15, 20. Since that's my movement.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
Are these windows?
Those are little, like, slat windows, you know, like, just to make sure that there's airflow coming in through the barn. It's not really a window meant for, like, viewing out of.
Okay. I'll move there, and I will ready a bolt in my crossbow. I kind of unsling it and ready my bolt as I'm looking around. Eyes are still waking up.
All right, let me have you roll a stealth check right now just to be safe, to see if they heard you climbing over the fence.
I have disadvantage on stealth.
Yep.
5 and a 6.
5 and a 6.
Uh,
Is that total or is that just the rolls?
Plus 4, so 9.
9. Okay. So, all right. Well, is that your whole turn?
I ready my crossbow and
Are you preparing the action? Like, are you readying it like to shoot at something that you see come by, or?
no, I just put a bolt in it and I'm holding it like I'm on alert.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and yeah, that's about it for now.
Okie dokie. And
Still
then
waking up. I'm still waking up.
that will bring us to Rosalind. What are you gonna do with your time here? You do have 35 feet of movement because of elven elven racial traits.
This thing is messing up on me. I can't get to my token. Oh no. This is my first time using this and I can't get to the token.
Oh, can you not? Are you able to
no.
move it? Or
It's
no?
stuck behind everyone's like profiles.
Oh,
you can
yeah, you have
zoom
to
in and out.
you have to zoom in and out if it's like that.
I was trying, but then it would like disappear behind. Okay, now I can get to it.
All right, beautiful.
Okay. How do I see the range?
There is a meter stick on the left toolbar, and you're gonna want to click that and then snap to center, and then you can just click and drag, and it'll show you the range.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm pink.
Okay.
Hell yeah, dog.
Now I can see it. Okay. Okay. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Heart is angry. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure this out.
No worries, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. So if I cast a spell and then move, does that count?
You
or
can
no?
take your turn in any order. You can do bonus action, action movement, movement a little bit, bonus action, movement again, and then action. You can do it however you want.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna cast Bless on Gabriella and Galax.
Bless.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
now.
says up to 3, but I can't see Keo. So.
Yeah, you don't even know he's there. None of you know that he's in there yet. So he's just kind of hiding in the barn. You're welcome to cast it on them at any time right now.
Okay.
Now let
It
me.
says up to 3.
Yeah, it's up to 3, so you can cast it on yourself as well if you want.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do that to cast
Mhm.
Bless.
And for those of you that know, Bless is essentially you can add a d4 to any attack roll or saving throw. And that lasts for a whole minute with concentration. So if you do get attacked, Rosalind, you will have to make a concentration check.
Okay.
So, just so you know about that. But it's a d4 to each of you guys. Each of you each get 1 d4 that you can add to a thing, to a roll.
And then I'm going to move
I
over
already have
here.
something so dumb that I'm gonna do.
There. That's my full movement.
Alright, and is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright, beautiful. Gabriella, please make a turn. It's your turn now. Please make a turn.
I can please make a turn.
Nailed it! Make your turn!
Alrighty. Let's see. Gabrielle's gonna pull out her her longbow. It's already ready, I'm assuming. And then she's going to take a shot at. Well, how close are they actually? We'll go for the closer target, right? Actually, I'll do this one right here. That guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna aim my longbow at him, and I'm going to I'm gonna fire. Straight
All right,
up.
roll me your attack roll.
And we're in light and daytime, right?
Yes, you are out at daytime right now.
Does a 13 hit?
No,
I
it
heard
does
him.
not.
I heard him. I
Flip,
heard
did
him.
you add the 1d4?
Oh, that's right. Wait, is that for? Is
It's
that
for
is that
any
for
attack
attack
or saving throw. Any
Okay,
attack
I'll
or
add
saving
the-
throw.
Yeah, I'll add the
Lucid.
blood to it then.
I heard the little scuttle. The little.
What?
Well, that didn't make sense. I added a 6
The
from
goblin.
blast.
Yeah, it needs to be a D4.
I was like, wait a minute, that number doesn't work. But a 4 does. Okay, so does a 17 hit?
That does hit. Roll me damage.
Okay. Let's
1d8
see,
plus 3.
yeah. Make sure I get the right dice.
And which one did you attack again?
The
We
one
attacked the first one.
All
right
right,
here.
all right. Not Charles. I grow very attached to my monsters. Okay.
Charlie bit my finger, and then she shot me with an arrow. Alright, 4 plus 3, that's 7.
That is just enough. All right. Well, Charles, your life has expired. As you rear back and you draw the arrow to its full length and release it, the shaft flies and hits him right in the chest, and he flies back a couple feet, back in front of his goblin friend, and falls down dead. So he is
Sorry,
gone.
all the bread.
Let's
Alright.
go. Woo!
And is there anything else you wish to do with your turn?
I think I will. I think if they attack, I'm just gonna ready my bow if they try to attack Rosalind, because I'm specifically attached to her. because
You
she
cannot
has-
ready an action because that does take your whole action.
Okay, yeah.
But you can like grab the other arrow and be ready to shoot on your
Yeah.
turn essentially. So that's
Yeah,
fine.
that's essentially what I'm
Okay.
trying to say.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
like, but yeah, otherwise nothing movement based or anything. I'm perfectly fine where I am.
All right. And that brings it back to the top of the key. And Hana, when you climbed over that fence, you noticed your foot get hooked a little bit, and it rattled the fence as you were climbing over it. You didn't think much of it, but the guy in the back here heard it, and he goes, huh? And he goes, ah, woo! And these two start going up here, and they just they both get on each side of this door, and then this one decides to make a small move inside to the like right in front of these hay bales here. And he as he does that, he looks back through the door and he says, he like motions towards you to go forward, and then he sends the other one in, and the other one comes in, and he will take a swing at you. He is going to take his scimitar out and try to swing at your like midsection. Yes, Angry?
Do we hear her rattle the fence as well?
No,
Or
you're
not?
too far away. You're too far away to hear it.
Okay.
He
I just
rolled
thought to ask.
an 8 plus a 4, so that does not hit. He goes to swing, and he just like slides off of your chainmail armor, and he just looks at you, looks up and down, is like kind of confused as to why his sword that he is using against chainmail isn't working. It's not very smart, you can tell. And then these two are gonna go up here. This one's gonna move 1, 2, 3, and then 4 up to Rosalind. And then this last goblin here is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's gonna take out his short bow, the last goblin, and he's gonna try and shoot off a little arrow towards Galax. And so
Remember,
he's
I have my shield.
yeah, you have your shield. So what's your AC? He has disadvantage on this roll.
15.
Wait, no, he has regular roll. Never mind. You're
15.
15. So he rolled a 16, so that does hit. He hits you with a D6. Oh, beautiful. He does 5 piercing damage. He hits you just like center mass and like does 5 piercing damage. This one up on Rosalind here is gonna take out his scimitar and make a hack at your arm specifically. So
Don't I have a shield too?
yeah, you do have a shield. The shield adds 2 to your AC, so whatever your AC says right now is your AC.
Okay.
So He rolled an 11 plus 4, so does a 15 hit?
Yep.
Okay, so 15. He will deal 6 slashing damage to you. And with that, the one in the barn here is going to take his nimble escape, and he kind of hides behind that supporting pole. You can see him, but he's hiding a little bit, trying to like get like some form of cover in any way, shape, or form. And then that's their turn. Wait, no, this one in... Oh, shoot. I forgot about this one in the fields. He's just tending to the field. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he comes up here, and then he's going to take another shot over at Gabriella, seeing the one that fell down in front of him. You know, he just goes... "Ah! Wah!" And he reels back and shoots towards you.
It's nothing personal.
It's nothing personal, I promise.
Okay, it's a bit personal, but that's besides
And
the
he
point.
rolled a 10. Does that hit?
Hold on, let me double check. I don't believe so, though. No, it does not.
He shoots it, but in his moment of like aggression and rage, he like pulls it up before the arrow's actually gone, and he kind of shoots it over to the side, goes about 100 yards, and then lands into the dirt.
I crashed for like a brief second. What just happened? I blacked out, darling. Sorry.
He went to shoot you, but you know how like after you're done shooting, you kind of pull the bow back. He pulled it back too soon, and the arrow kind of launched over to your right, his left, and it lands about 100 yards like away from him. And also, before I forget, Rosalind, I need you to roll me a D20 concentration check.
Okay. 10.
10? I believe that
Yeah.
saves. I could be wrong. Let me check just to be safe, because
I've
concentration's
never played
something that we keep forgetting a lot of the time when we play. So, let me just remember this. I think concentration, I think it's above, 10 or above is fine, so I think...
Rosalind, think happy thoughts.
Huh.
So, yeah, I'll just say you save. I'll look more into it later, but I believe you saved, so we're good. And with that, that is all the goblins' turns, and Galax, you're up.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move in front of the one that just hit me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go, oh, hello, and try and uppercut him with my hand axe.
All right, roll me your attack roll.
I will roll my d4 to get onto this as well.
Yeah.
Okay, 11.
11 plus anything? You have a +2 to your hand axe, it says.
Yeah, so +2, but then this +4 as well.
Yeah.
+4.
So
+6, so that's 17 total.
17, that does hit. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Oh god, I forgot how much damage it is with a hand axe.
A d6 +2.
D6 +2.
Yes.
I can't get my D6 out, no. Don't mind me, I'm just going to struggle with this die. There we go. 5, so 5 plus 2.
5 plus 2, that's 7. That's enough. As you uppercut him, he kind of tries to dodge out of the way, and instead of like uppercutting and hitting him center mass, you just completely cleave off one of his arms, and it falls to the ground. And he goes, and like a moment of shock, and then just like falls down, and then his life expires from the blood loss.
Absolutely barbaric.
You see that? Yeah. You're next. And I'm pointing towards the one in front of the lady that I don't know the name of yet.
All right, beautiful. So you're pointing to this one?
Yep.
Okay.
Would
okay.
that be?
Can you roll me?
Intimidation
roll me
or
an
not?
intimidation check. Yeah, roll
Nice!
me an intimidation check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
God.
You see him?
The
You see him, and
first one.
he starts like shivering a little bit, and he looks at you, looks back to Rosalind, looks at you, looks back to Rosalind, and then he immediately just starts sprinting away up towards like he's going towards the broken part of the wall. He goes running in that direction, sprinting away from all of you guys. And
DM,
yes,
really
Sorry.
quick, I accidentally deleted my revolver out. Is it just a normal revolver?
yes, it's just a normal revolver.
Okay.
And
By the way, I'm just gonna start going. Ah! 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 Ah!
Are you okay?
And is that the end of your turn, Galax? All right, with that, it is Hana's turn. Hana, what do? You have 2 people in here with you.
I would like to ask you, for bonus actions, it says for 2-weapon fighting, it says you have to make an attack with a light melee, and then if you do that, you can make an attack with another light melee in another hand.
Mm-hmm.
Would you allow me to cast a cantrip
No.
on some? No?
No.
Okay. Alright. I am going to, in that case, look at this or whatever he is right here, this little creature. Now he's about as tall as me.
Yeah, he's
Pretty
a little
close.
he's a little shorter. How
Little
tall are you
shorter.
again?
3'8".
Yeah, he's a little shorter. He's probably at your chin height at the top of his head.
I'm gonna, as his scimitar slides off me, I'm gonna kind of look up at him and put my hand on his shoulder, or kind of behind his neck. As I do, I drop my crossbow, and it's on its sling, so it just kind of falls to its side, and I take my scimitar, and I'm just gonna shove it straight through his chest.
All right, roll me attack roll. With you know what? Since you have like a firm hold on him and he's kind of like looking up at you, roll me with advantage here.
Thank God, because that was a 2. And a 17. Let's go.
17 does hit. Roll me damage with your scimitar.
All right, scimitar is 1d6 plus 4. Let's go. 6.
6
6 damage.
total damage. You plunge it deep, and you see him like wince really greatly, and he like a little blood comes out of his mouth, and he looks up to you, and he's like holding on to your arm, just like grimacing up at you, but he's not dead yet. It wasn't quite enough to put him out of commission.
Alrighty.
Is there anything else you want to do with your turn, or no?
Would you allow me to make a really cool move and drop him, grabbing my scimitar with the other hand and pull it out?
I'll say that'll take your bonus action to like shove him off your blade.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so
We'll pull it out.
go ahead and roll me another attack roll.
Yeah.
with
7.
with advantage again, since you know the blade is already in there. With advantage,
like
again.
a D20 attack.
Yeah, D20 attack roll
Okay.
to see if like you can like yank it out, or if like it messes up or something.
No, that's a 9. That's a 9 and a 17 again. Yeah.
17 again. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say roll me a D4 for improvised weapons, but I mean.
Yeah, like it's a little less of a.
Yeah.
It's not the plunge, it's the pull.
Yeah.
It's a 2.
It's a 2. As you pull it out, you notice just like kind of anime style, just like a spray of blood come out with it, and he like just looks at you, and you can see him kind of like his face whole change from anger to just like sadness, and he like releases his grip and falls back on the ground like in a pool of his own blood, and he is now. His life has expired.
I'm just gonna look at the other goblin and or the little dude, whoever he is. I'm assuming I can kind of see his face since we're at the same height.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would know these, being in the woodlands, you would know these are like little goblin-esque creatures. So you can tell that they are goblin in nature.
I'm just gonna look at him and keep my horrible murder-fueled grin and kind of look at him, and that'll be my turn.
All right, and Rosalind, that means you're up.
Okay. I'm going to ready my crossbow and take a shot at this one.
If you want to ping, it's click and hold.
Click and hold.
Yeah. All right. Oh, go ahead and roll me an attack roll then. D20.
Bless is gone now, right?
Bless.
It's been over a minute.
No, it's not been over a minute. It's only been one full round, so it's only been 6 seconds. Each round is 6 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So if it says it's a minute with concentration, it's 10 rounds.
Oh.
Because the whole
we
idea,
can all be doing something at once.
you guys
but
take
it-
turns just to make it simpler for combat, but it's in essence everybody's making these moves at the same time.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to. That sucked.
What did you roll?
I got a 2.
All right, and I'm assuming
That
your pluses are
sucks.
not high enough to make anything hit here. What do you get with
No.
the attack bonus? Do you have any or no? You have proficiency.
+2 hit. The hit DC, is that what that is?
No. So it would be the +2.
do I roll?
So the +2 would be your attack bonus. So it would be a 4 in total. Since you rolled a 2, it would be a +2, so 4 in total.
Okay, well that's definitely not enough to hit.
All right. So as you line up the shot, you hear Galax like shouting in glorious victory while he's looking at him, and you kind of like turn, and as you turn, you pull your crossbow to you, and you accidentally shoot it, and it flies off and hits the barn. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn, or no?
Well, a little to the left next time.
Just
I don't mean to
condescend.
backseat ranger, but a little bit to the left, darling.
You were supposed to teach me how to shoot.
Okay, so listen. When I shoot, the targets get hit. I don't know how. I just do it.
If,
It's like when you bake bread, you put that stickiness in the.
I'll say that this is your reaction right now to speak to her, and that this, if you want to respond and have like a little conversation, that'll be the rest of your turn. All right, Azzy?
Okay.
Alright.
I guess I'm the.
Are you
I'm like, I
requiring
don't know.
components for spells?
Depends on if you have an arcane focus or not. If you have an arcane focus, then you're fine. For small components, bigger components, you know, like the gemstones and stuff like that, we'll still require. But if you have an arcane focus, for the most part, you can focus most of those small materials and not need it.
Do I have them off the top of your head? I don't think I do, right?
Hold up.
An
being
Eldritch Knight, wouldn't I?
An Eldritch Knight, I don't believe you have one. No, that would be
No,
your
okay.
base class, what you start with. So being an Eldritch
Okay.
Knight, you do not have a focus. You can pick one up as time goes on, but you don't start
Okay.
with one.
Okay. Sorry. I was
anyway.
just-
As Rosalind replies to you, it is now your turn, Gabriella. What do you do?
Alrighty, I'm gonna aim for this one. Right, I'm trying to click on Roll20 on your stream. That's not how that works. Okay. This one.
All right.
Also, question: do we hear any of this commotion that's going on in the barn at all, or not really?
Between all the fighting
My
and all the
blade is
clashing of
twin.
everything, you just it's a big
It's a
cacophony of
mess.
noises. So you
Okay.
don't really you can hear it, but you can't really tell that it's in the barn. You figure it's past it or somewhere else, you know.
Okay. So
So-
I'm going to aim at this one
All right.
with my longbow.
All right. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
Alrighty.
Oh. Did you crash again, Flip?
Wait. Yeah, I think I did.
Okay.
Alright, hold on.
Wait, what happened?
He disappeared off of roll 20 and now he's back in.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna have to
that's
ready a
right.
roll.
Alright,
I'm gonna have
sorry.
to ready a roll.
What's up?
Would you?
Look how close I am. I'm just asking because of how close I am in case of a bad roll.
All right, all right.
Okay. Does a 14 hit?
Is that 14 on your roll or altogether?
It's on my roll.
So what do you add to that? Do you add 7 to that? So
Yeah,
it'd be a-
no. Sorry, that's all together. Sorry.
Okay, so
Brain
14. It does not hit. As you
Okay.
pull it back
do we
and
still have bless, right? Or is it?
you
already
used
passed?
your bless. You used your bless.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So, darling, like this.
and you pull the arrow back and you shoot it, and it hits the small figure in front of you, but as it hits, it like chinks off of his shield, the little like button on top of it, and it flies off, and he like kind of launches his arm back, as that happens behind the force of your arrow hitting him. And he just
Okay.
looks at you and starts pointing.
That wasn't exactly fair, but it did manage to hit.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I guess.
As the arrow hits the shield and launches off and he points at you and he just pulls out his sword and he starts sprinting like an anime character towards you. So 5, 15, 20, 30. He only gets to there and like you just see him. He's ready to swing on you. He's not taking any kind of finesse out of this. He just wants to start hacking away. And this guy, seeing as how he was frightened, has to make a saving throw. He fails. Beautiful. So he just keeps on bolting out of there. He's getting out and dodging, dude. He's about 60 feet now away from you, Rosalind. And this guy right here that just saw his friend completely impaled with a curved sword and then ripped out like it's just tearing through a meat grinder, looks down at his friend, looks up at you, and he just takes his scimitar out and he jumps at you, both hands on his scimitar, and tries to slash down at you. So he'll make an attack with his scimitar on you, which will be a 9. Just like his friend before him, as he comes down, he hits you, but then it just scrapes off and sparks like shatter out onto the floor. And he just looks down at his friend, looks up at you, and it's like a flashback in his mind of him seeing his friend just absolutely get demolished, and he just like starts shaking and shivering right where he's standing. And with that, we'll go to Galax.
Alright. I've seen this thing is running at the kind woman who has killed someone, so I'm very, very happy with her at the moment. Not you didn't kill anybody. Sorry. And I'm gonna intercept him, and I'm gonna use Thunderclap.
All right. So Thunderclap, I believe, is a DC saving throw. What is your save DC?
13.
13. All right.
Oh god, I didn't move. Wait, I didn't move.
You can move after it. You can move after it.
I was supposed to move before, but yeah, we'll move after. I'm gonna stick to the rules. So we'll...
Alright,
damn it, I
what
messed
kind
up.
what
Oh,
kind
well.
of saving throw is it? Constitution?
Con.
Dexterity? Constitution, okay.
Con.
He rolls a 15. So you clap towards him like the Hulk trying to bring down a building, and he shields his ears for a bit, and then he just looks at you, and it seems like his whole entire world is shifted away from Gabriella, and it looks like his intent is now to you again.
Perfect. So was that my bonus, right? That was my bonus action?
Is Thunderclap a bonus or a full action?
Oh god.
Because I think that it's a
Oh, it's
full
an action. Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
action. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm literally... Okay, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go... Pop out my chest and be like, come on then!
Alright.
Sort of like his intimidation a little bit.
Okie dokie. Is that your the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Hana, you are up. I don't like that smile. Hold on, he's actually like right up on you too, so he's right there.
Oh,
Because he came up and he launched and jumped towards you and like tried to slash at you, remember?
they both did?
Yeah, the first one tried to slash at you while he hid, and then he came and tried to slash as well after you had killed his friend.
Okay. I am going to... Okay. I'm gonna get down on my knees onto pretty much like on top of the dead body of the previous goblin. I'm going to, because like I kind of I'm a fae. I'm a little bit, and when we think fairy, we're talking a little more deranged fairy, a little little dark, you know. I'm gonna say that I stab my fingers into the wound of the one I killed, and I just grab whatever I can get a hold of. I look up at the other goblin, and I shove it in my mouth and start eating. And I'm gonna, while I smile, and I'm gonna try to make an intimidation.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me intimidation.
Oh my. Oh my.
13 plus 2, 15 on intimidation.
15. He like stumbles back a couple feet and just like looks at how you like defiled his friend's corpse, but this is, you can tell he's still a veteran warrior. So he stumbles back a few feet, recollects himself, and then he's just like, and then he spouts a few words and his tongue, you go blah, blah, wah, and he like prepares to strike again.
All right. I'm assuming that's my action, right?
Yes, that'll be your action.
I'm going to stand up, walk towards him, and just slowly start to pull out my scimitar. Goblin guts dripping from my mouth as I continue to smile at him.
You see him like getting a little uneasy, but he still has this determined look on his face, like he can take down even this mighty person that stands a whole half foot above him. Like he is determined.
Yeah, I'm good, dude.
All right, Rosalind, it is you. You're up.
Okay, take 2. Gonna pull out my crossbow. Again.
All right.
And
I'm gonna prepare
this
my dice.
time, I don't know. This one's running away, right? So I
Yeah,
think-
the one that's like 65 feet north of you is running. He's just out of there. He doesn't want to stick around.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try and hit this one.
All right, go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
11, and then let me add my bless, right?
Yes, you still have bless.
Okay. Only 1, so 12.
12 plus the 2 for your proficiency is 14. Just misses, and you shoot at him with your crossbow, and since he was already looking in the direction, he sees the crossbow kind of right over Galix's shoulder towards him, and he blocks it, and it launches him back again, just like with Gabriella.
Should I say anything?
Don't say anything.
Okay. Good work, darling. You hit him this time.
Your turn. You take him out.
And with that, Gabriella, it's your turn.
You only get one shot in this life.
Shoots the third arrow at it.
One shot, third try.
No pressure whatsoever.
I'm starting to swing around my hand axe at this point, by the way. I'm getting a bit antsy.
All right.
The fact
I'll
that I
just-
still haven't killed him.
And mentally, I'm thinking, gotta do it for the bread. Must do it for the bread. 3 months of free bread. None for people to eat but me. All right, I take my bow. I aim, and does a. Ooh, okay, that is a 22.
All right, roll me damage.
All right. Question: This creature hasn't been injured yet, right? At all? He's still
No,
swallowed?
he's fresh. He's
Okay.
fresh.
He's fresh. He's fresher than fresh. Got you.
Every attempt
Ooh,
you guys
that's
have made
good.
to
Okay.
attack him has failed.
That's a 6 plus 3, so that's a 9.
All right, you launch the arrow at him, and he hears the twang of the bowstrings, and he looks over his shoulder, trying to like in slow motion sees the arrow coming towards him, and as he turns to try and block it, it goes straight past the shield and hits him dead center in the forehead, and he just falls over dead.
Don't mess with my bread. Damn it.
that's the catchphrase. Don't mess with my bread. Is there anything else you want to do this turn, Gabriella?
I'm going to pick up. I'm going to check to see what arrows I could possibly, if any of the arrows are still usable. If not, that is fine.
So the rules on that is that half the arrows break, half the arrows are usable.
Okay.
So you shot 3 arrows, so I would say half round down, so 1 arrow is recovered.
Oh.
2, and one of them should be at the goblin.
One of them you shot towards the goblin. I'll say that one's recoverable, but the one in the barn would not be recoverable for you, Azzy. because as you pull it out, it would snap.
Rosalind, Penelope's broken. What? Do you have to name all of them?
Is that your turn, Gabriella?
Yes, darling. Thank you.
Okay. This guy trying to save from angry intimidating him again. He rolls a 4. He
Why you keep running?
He hightails it out of there. He's off the map. I'll consider him defeated. He's gone. He's running back to his little hovel. So he's out of the combat. He just doesn't even care anymore. He's
He had to leave
sprinting
one
home.
to tell the story.
And then
There's always one to tell the story.
the one in the altercation with Hana is going to dual wield his scimitar. He slashed down and sparks went flying, and then he's just gonna bring it back around and try to like do a reverse slash back up on you. And he
Do I have
finally
my-
he rolls a 19. So finally we
fuck.
have a hit.
Let's go. I'll take it. I'll
So
take it.
So he rolls d6 plus 2. He does 6 slashing damage. And as he finally hits you and he sees that spray of blood into the air, you can see him like physically make a pog. He just goes, and like it's like a kid seeing snow for the first time. It just flung out of the air, and he's just over the moon about it. And
Alright.
with that, he will just sit there and try to keep fighting you. So Galax, what do? You guys can still hear the fighting, but you look over and
Can I ask where he hit me? Where did he strike?
he
Where
slashed
did it-
across the chest.
But the chainmail broke, or like?
No. So what it was is that it wasn't really the chainmail breaking. It was like in between the chains, just a little bit pierced across as he was bringing it up. So there's like a dotted line, like a cut here line for stuff, you know, it just across your chest right now of blood. Can I get you guys Rosalind, Galax, and Gabriella to roll perception for me real quick?
Gotcha. Ooh.
Fun
Yeah, so-
fact for those
Are we
that
not
didn't
using
know.
the passive?
What was that, Azzy?
Are we not using the passive perception?
Not right now, because you guys have to.
Okay.
You guys are done with everything in front of you, but you're still hearing fighting, so you're like looking
18.
around. All right,
That's why I wanted to
So well today.
19.
18.
Azzy.
What'd you get, Azzy? So Gabriella and Galax.
Six, I literally got 7.
Gabriella.
Another day, I can't see.
Gabriella and Galax look around, and they see that the guards are done fighting, and they don't see any more objects in front of them, but they still hear the fighting coming from the northeast direction. So you guys know that something's happening in the area of the barn. But Rosalind was just too worried. She was like, she saw a couple butterflies flying around in this area of absolute chaos, and she's just like watching them fly by, and they're like trying to get one to land on her finger right now. And so she doesn't know where the commotion's coming from yet.
Oh my
And with
God.
that, Galax, what do you do?
Okay, so first of all, I'm
2 kills! Yes!
hey, yoo-hoo! I'm sort of signaling that Rosalind as well.
Rosalind!
Hi.
Person! Weird person! Hello! Noise!
Well, that's
Barns
just
now!
rude. Okay.
So you.
So
you-
now that she, so now she
I'll
knows
say,
as well.
I'll say that was your bonus action to get her attention and direct her to the barn.
All right, thank you. And I am gonna move to there.
And you can use your bonus, your action to take double movement if you want, because that was a bonus action.
Ooh, true. So I've moved 25 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna move 20 to be in front of the doorway,
All right.
which is that's where I'm gonna be.
As you peek around, you see this shorter figure, about 3'8" in stature, you know, with just blood gushing down their face, and they have like little small wings off of their back, and they're just looking down menacingly at this little small figure that you had seen beforehand, and
Me like it.
it's just like a gruesome, horrifying scene, something out of like eldritch horror. And that will be your full turn. So Hana, what do you do as Galax turns the corner and sees you?
I would like to
Do it,
ask,
little lady. Do it.
do I can have my weapon bond pre-focused, right? Like,
Yeah,
since I've been out in the world
you've
and-
been with the weapon. You've been with
Yeah,
your
okay.
scimitar for a very long time, so your scimitar is currently the one bonded to you. Unless you
Alright.
wanted it to
I
be a
don't.
crossbow.
I don't even. No, it's the scimitar. I don't even know Galax is here. I don't even see him. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to action surge, so I get to take 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
And now I am going to wipe my mouth and slowly wipe it with the blood that spewed from my my chest. For those of you that don't know, my chainmail was from another Eldritch Knight that has a red carry-on vulture on it. It has been made out of blood from all the past victories. I'm going to throw my scimitar down as I'm wiping all this blood, wiping it back onto the carry-on.
Mm-hmm.
I pick him up by the neck, or not even pick him up, I just grab him by the neck, and I put my hand like this next to it. My right hand. Weapon bond.
Weapon bond.
My hand. My scimitar appears in my hand. And I just hold him, staring into his eyes.
Roll. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
18.
18.
19.
19. As you form the weapon, you see this glittering mass just slowly erupt from your hand, and it spreads through his neck, and then the weapon animates right there. Go ahead, and since it's such an interesting way, roll me damage as a crit, because you're right at his throat, and it spawns right in his throat.
What do I do as crit?
1 full dice and 1 more on top of that. So 1 rolled, 1 full.
Alright, so a 2 is my roll, plus my...
I think it's a 6 for a scimitar.
So 2 plus 4
2 plus 4.
is 6.
Two
It's
plus-
1d6 plus 4. So I got 2 plus 4 is 6.
And then plus the 1d6 full, which would be 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see it just animate and just slide out and just... It's like when a waiter comes out with a serving tray, it just slides out in the head.
Wait. Hold on.
What?
Really quick. By the way, I wanted to ask, is the plus 4, is that just proficiency? That doesn't get added to, right? It's just
The
full
plus
dice,
4...
the
Okay,
D6?
so you have the plus... you have your attack roll bonus, but then you also have your damage bonus. Damage bonus with the scimitar can either be your strength or dexterity, because it's finesse weapon, I believe.
Right.
So you take either your strength or your dexterity.
Oh. Okay, sorry.
But your scimitar animates and just sing, cuts his head clean off, and it takes him a minute. He just has like that same like stationary expression on his face, and then the body slowly just falls backwards, but the head is still clean on the blade. And with that,
Yes.
you
I like
guys
this one.
are out of combat.
Ah.
And yeah, congrats on your first combat, guys. Holy shit. I feel like it was a lot of fun. We'll go to this
I
one.
miss everything, and I saw nothing. This is like every campaign I ever do.
So at this point, with all of the stuff going quiet and just everything went silent, you guys hear the clattering of plate armor running up to, and the guard captain that apparently joined the battle later in the fight just to make sure that everything went smoothly. He went, "Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, thank you." And he looks around and he only sees Gabriella and Rosalind at the time. He says, Where's the jailbird? Where did he go to?"
You never told us to keep an eye on him. We're supposed to do that.
He's standing right behind us.
Oh, thank you. I'm quite tired of your friend here, honestly. But if you guys could
Wait.
come with me, what
Wait.
what is it?
Do we have a formal paper saying we won't have to worry about taxes for 3 months?
Follow me back to the courthouse. I'll have all of this sorted out. I promise. Okay.
I would
just
like
have
to
follow me to the
inspect both of the
courthouse.
bodies.
You are able to inspect the bodies. Roll me an investigation check.
Oh god, that goes off. And that's on my keyboard and talks between 8 and 20. Wonderful. 10. 10
10?
plus,
You don't
plus
notice.
12. 12,
You-
12, 12, 12.
Okay. You don't notice much of import. You notice, obviously, they had the leather armor and the shield that every one of them seemed to have been, government issued or whatever their leader issued them. You see a couple daggers by their side, and then on each one you see a small little flask with some weird green liquid in it, but you're not quite sure what it is. And
Would-
they also
Okay.
have the shield and obviously the scimitar. So
Am I allowed to take, since I only fought 2, am I allowed to take both vials and both daggers?
as long as Galax doesn't stop you, yes, you're more than welcome.
Oh, I'm proud of this one.
Kind of look up.
I'm still clapping.
I look
I'm
up.
so proud.
The blood-fueled rage I come to, and I kind of wobble, and the head flops off my scimitar onto the ground.
All right.
And you can tell I'm a little upset that like the hay is now like touching like there's no way to get it that clean again. I'm kind of like,
Aww. Poor horsey.
and so I go down to the bodies and I start collecting that.
All right. What all do you collect off of them?
I'm gonna collect two daggers, 2 of the little flasks you said with green powder.
Green fluid. It's a
Fluid.
it's a liquid to be exact.
All right.
And anything else you're gonna collect from them? The scimitars or anything?
I'll take a scimitar
All right.
and the head. You'll see me kind of pretty encumbered now as I'm coming out of the barn, but you see me like
Oh, you
dusting
have
off the head.
2 daggers, 2 poison flasks, a scimitar, and a goblin head. Now,
Yep.
one of these things is not like the other. as Galax is sitting there just celebrating, clapping, cheering you on, being your absolute cheerleader.
Which, by the way, I really enjoy performing in combat for people, so I kind of like instinctively start to bow. and-
As he's clapping, you hear him clapping, and then he just stops, and you see a hand on his shoulder. Like, obviously, he's having to raise up a little bit for it, and Raynor just says, Galax, you're gonna have to come with me. We can get your community service sorted out, okay? And I don't know...
I killed things for you.
We will get your community... No, Galax. Let me speak. We are lessening your sentence. And, considering it was a pretty light sentence already, you kind of saved the town a little bit. So we might be able to even help you with something knowledge-based. A little bit. But we cannot physically pay you. We do not contract you for the city, okay? So if you guys could just come with me, and he looks in the door and he sees the blood-soaked fairy. He says, "Oh,
Can I bring the little one?
what is it? Like your pet? What is that thing?"
I'm just not gonna say anything and give a very blank expression like I don't even understand. And just
can I
kind of
use
walk
your
up
late-
to Galax and kind of lean up on, like, staring at the guard. And lean up next to him.
Oh,
Yes, he is. She is.
Um,
He is. Yes.
Well, I don't remember you having a pet when you were thrown into prison, but I guess that you would probably leave such loved beings at a safer spot.
From prison. They're not supposed to go to prison.
Yeah. But I mean, like, guilty by association, sort of thing.
I hold up the head.
It's a little out of character. Yes, darling. You can put that down now. You can put that down. Thank you. Little out of character, but if you guys can come with me, we'll address your problems to be. And he starts.
Do you want to walk? Young one, do you want to walk? Because I can put you on my shoulder, if you would like. Save the legs.
I pull out my scimitar and kind of stab in the body and look up at him.
I like this one. She kills things. She likes killing things. I like her. I like her a lot. Would you like me to take you?
Rainer
I'm
at
just gonna
this
kind of
point.
start walking out. I'll just start walking.
Rainer at this point whistles, and he just motions in like a circle with both of his hands, and the guards form 2 lines behind, like to the sides of you, with 2 in the back and 2 at the front, kind of forming this little alleyway box around y'all. He said, "Come with me. We will get you all sorted out, and hopefully we can put this whole thing behind us." And as you guys start walking out, he looks over to the wall. He says, "Oh, the taxpayers are not gonna like that."
We're tax-free, remind you.
He says, yes, darling, come on. And he leads you guys all through back through the town to the courthouse. As you guys enter the town, you see Mogmo again at the stall, and he's just like holding the thing up, and he's agape. He's agape as you guys are led through the town in complete silence. And he looks at the young lady that he tried to sell this horrible, shoddy brass necklace to, and he's just like, "So I guess that's a no then. Alright, huh." And he like calmly packs up his stuff for the day, and you see him throw his pack around his back, and he just starts walking out. And everybody is just staring at you guys while you're walking through town square. Is there anything you guys want to do?
Yeah. Prison guy saving the town. Yeah. Right here.
As
I'm gonna
Yes?
stare at people as they as we go by, and I'm gonna, like, with blood still all over my, kind of drying and on my teeth stained, I'm gonna give them a really awkward.
And what were you saying, Gabriella?
Raina, darling, are you sure that the only crime they committed was breaking and entering?
It's the only thing we can find him guilty of, you know. It's,
Are you sure?
It's a very long process, okay?
A very long process
Yes,
with
yes.
the blood and the murdering and
Listen,
the stabbing.
he has not affected our town, and as you guys are having this conversation, you just hear in the background, and then the whole town like is bursting out in an eruption of applause and whooping and hollering, and he's still trying to talk. He's like, "But there's nothing we can really find about him other than he broke
I'm
and
sorry,
entered."
darling, I can't hear you. The crowd is just enveloped in my beauty.
And it drowns out any and all noise and any attempt for him to communicate with you at the time.
You hear that? Do you hear that? Yeah.
What do you say?
That's the sound
As-
of victory.
As Galax is sitting there like basking in his glory, the guards are still pressing forward, marching forward, and he reaches like the back guard, and they just kind of like shove him all in, like the 3 in the corner kind of shove him all at once, trying to get him to move forward. That way he doesn't cause a hassle in the city.
Can I kind of tink on the guard next to me?
You can, yes. Is there a specific spot that you're like tapping him on?
I kind of just tink on him a little bit to kind of get his attention, maybe on his hand a little.
He looks down at you and pulls his
And
hand back, and then he just gives you like a little smirk.
As I look up at him, can I, like, take a little bit from, like, the neck part and, like...
He sees this, and he's obviously like wearing like a more heavily adorned helmet. So he's not like a grunt soldier. He was obviously a general of some form or type, but he isn't obviously, you know, the captain of the whole platoon here. He looks down at you, and he just goes like he pulls his head back a little bit, and he just looks forward and shrugs and just keeps moving forward. Oh my gosh. Let's go back to...
Rosalind, should we be concerned?
Alright.
I'm already there.
Okay, I'll do it just me.
I've been concerned, honey. As you guys reach the courtroom, Rainer looks at each of you and just motions. He says, "Alright, if you all would follow me, please. I will get your tax write-offs, and I will get your community service worked out." And the guards like instantly, like, at the door, the guards put their spears down and hold out the rings, and Rainer just goes, and he holds up a middle finger to him, but the middle finger does have a ring on it with a green hue to it, and he hands each of you one of these disease rings, so they call it, and he hands each one of you one of them to keep. He says, now, if you would stop pestering us, I do have some business to attend to. Now,
Do you like my ring?
now, could you please just let us through, both of you? And the guards kind of look at each other. They're like, I don't even think he knows our name. He's like, yeah, he probably doesn't, but I mean, he's above us. We can't do much about it. And they bring their spears back, and he opens the door and leads you guys into a very back room of the courthouse, where it's kind of shielded from all the others. And he opens the room, and there's a desk with a couple filing cabinets behind him and a tinted window with like a greenish hue on it. You can tell that green is kind of Groveland's national, like, city colors. And he kind of sits behind his desk, and he motions to the 2 chairs in front of him and then the 2 stools that are laid behind the plants in the corner at the entryway. And he says, if you guys could all just pull up a seat, we'll get this sorted right out. I do appreciate your guys' help today, by the way. There's been a lot going on in the town as of late. There's this random disease that swears that it's gonna cause the apocalypse or the coming of the times. I don't know what it is all about. And on top of that, it's just these new hybrids cropping up all over the place. And he looks over at the newly additions to your team, the fairy and the cork. He's like, oh lord. Anyways, could you guys
I put my ring on now on the bloodiest finger?
You had to put your ring on when you went in, so the ring is on you guys. And he looks at the cork and the fairy. He just goes, "Oh lord." Anyways, what do you guys have any questions? Do you guys just want to get this done with? What's the deal here, please? And he just looks and waits for an answer here.
Can I just ask, I'm gonna ask him, I'm gonna look at him and just kind of hold out my hand.
Yes? If you're asking for money, I already told your master here that I can't pay you guys.
I don't know them.
It doesn't matter, I can't pay you guys. You aren't contracted by the Prician Empire, you aren't contracted by the Priciolis, the Striders, nothing to do with us. If I were to pay you money, it would have been out of pocket.
I get up and I just say, I don't even know them.
You see him whip his hand and the door closes behind you. He says, that is not to say that I do not want to thank you for your efforts. Just please come back. I just simply cannot give you a monetary form of payment.
I sit back down. I don't even know them. I don't know them.
He says, now, if you guys have any questions before I get the paperwork sorted out, I would be pleased to answer them. Yes, Miss
I would like to
Gabriella.
look over the contract as a terms of agreement.
Of course. And he runs back to the file cabinet. He goes, opens it. Shit, not in here. Slams it closed. He opens another one that's labeled strictly like just taxes. He goes, not here either. Closes it, and he just opens another one that says do not open. He's like, oh, right here. Thank you. And he hands you the 3-month, like the tax permits to skip monthly taxes.
Jocelyn, darling, how does this look for you? Rosalind, sorry.
He said, does
A bit woozy.
you guys know each other, right? Does this happen often?
I don't even know anyone.
It's okay. Usually, Gabrielle will say my name, but usually her mouth will be full of bread.
It kind of murmurs in between. So, she understands that if I get half of it right, I'm referring to her. It's like a 50-50, really.
Full screen
Alright,
face
alright.
cam.
Yeah.
So, is there anything that you want? He motions to the hulking figure beside everyone. He says, is there anything that you want on top of your community service? We didn't technically get your community service papers set in stone yet, so I don't even need to do anything for you, thankfully. But if there's any knowledge that you would like to acquire, I know you're looking for your ass. I'm sorry I cannot help you further here. If you give me a description, we can send some striders out for it, but that's about all I can do.
I don't think that's rather appropriate to say in front of a lady.
I'm sorry. My apologies. It's just he's looking for something. I don't know what. Maybe he's looking for his baby got back, or so to say. I don't quite know.
Baby got back.
I need my ass.
You've said this multiple times, sir, but we need a description. We need to know what we're looking for. Just some form of an indicator that we're in the right spot.
How positively lewd.
I'm looking for sickle. A sickle.
A sickle. Anything special about this sickle?
It's awesome.
There's no other defining features, and did you have it for a long time? Why are you looking for this sickle? Any ideas? Any leads?
My little friend here likes to play with it.
The fairy?
Yes.
Well, do you have any information, young one?
She's a select mute. She doesn't speak to strangers. Okay.
I can see that.
Go here.
I don't even know.
Okay. Well, I know of a couple people that were trying to sell some sickles in 3 Point Market.
Where?
3 Point Market. It's about a couple days journey to the west of here. 3 Point Market does hold a lot of goods and riches, and they're having their big auction coming up. They call it the dragon auction, the 3 dragon auction. It's supposed to bring together all of the known royalty and the known nobles of the world together to hopefully auction off some of the most valuable items in the world. If I heard they had some sickles on sale there, that would be my first guess. I'm sorry.
One final thing.
Yes.
Who are these people?
Yes. These are my associates. I've met them before. They do bring us their taxes every month. This is Rosalind Lapis, and this is Gabriella. I don't think I ever got your last name, Gabriella. Would you mind enlightening us?
No, thank you. I have much to read about this.
All right,
taxation papers.
understandable. She's not a true citizen, so we are not at liberty to have her last name. As for this one, and he motions to the young fairy, he said, "This is new. We don't get many fairies around these parts, much less ones that are, shall we say, capable. I thought that you knew this one here."
I was signaling to the 2 people.
Pardon me.
most of the time.
I just saw you motion to them, and she was in the way. I thought that you were. My bad.
How can she be in the
Honestly,
way?
She's enjoying her food. It's fine.
Honest
Blacksmith.
mistake. And I mean, he looks. Rainer looks. Do you want a blacksmith? Yes.
I pull out a gold piece and copper.
Yes. That's a carbon and a grizz. You got that? What do you want with it? You need to
Trade.
use trade
Copper
for what?
for my 1 gold piece.
You'll give me
Copper.
1 grizz for 1 cob. Is that what you're telling me?
100.
What one grizz for 100 cobs? So you're asking for a transfer of currency? That's all you want? Okay. Yeah. You can. Here, he writes down a little note, and it's just like a little note to the receptionist. It said, on presentation of this slip, 1 gold is allowed to be transferred into 100 cob, without any transfer fee. No fee will be taken from it. And he hands that to you.
You know how they get you, darling.
He said, if you hand this to the receptionist, she will gladly give you your money. I don't know why you're allowed to have money. I thought you were a pet, but okay.
My hands are super duper bloody, so I kind of look at the big hunking piece of whatever is next to me.
And he said, "All right, now that those two are done for, Rosalind, Gabriella, have you looked over the documents? Do they all look nice? Do they all look swell?"
Listen here, Raina. I know you're going through a lot right now. I can see the bags under your eyes. You do not look great. However, if your eyes are so bad and so tired, maybe giving us another 2 months tax-free would absolutely.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. We have this disease running around. We need very fresh rations. We can't really offer that. We have a lot of stuff going on, and if this disease progresses as down this track that we have thought of for it, it could very well mean that in 3 months the town isn't even alive.
So would that mean more bread for me?
Well, no. You wouldn't have labor. You would have nobody to work for you. The bakery would go under too with it.
Russell, explain this to me.
What can you tell us about this disease?
Yeah,
Excuse me?
so it's really weird. The disease hasn't had any fatalities that we know of, but there's been a few cases where our leading doctors in the city will be presented with a young one, a very young newborn, that is just running a heavy fever, you know, like their head feels as if though they've been through the 9 hells themselves. And they'll be coughing up this strange liquid that'll run down their face. It's told to be purple in color, but we don't quite know what it is. And then after a month or so, the babe is fine. But we're very worried because it's been 7 in the past 2 weeks. So if this progresses and this is able to infect more than just babes, then we fear for our lives. Other than that, we don't know much. I mean, every babe we've seen has had this peculiar necklace on. It's been a necklace of, and he slightly draws it out and he shows it to you. And angry, you recognize this symbol. He shows you the symbol that's on all the necklaces that the babes with the disease have brought in with, and it's distinctly an eye with markings all around it going down and such. And then it also has like a couple like lightning bolts coming off of it, and then at the bottom it kind of fades out to the regular part of the coin. And he said we don't quite know what this is. A lot of people have said that it's from an ancient city, but the city they keep mentioning is falling off the face of the map. It's very well known that it was destroyed by the gods long ago for their heresy. So that's all I can tell you. I'm sorry. I wish we had
I
Yes.
may have seen this before.
The symbol?
Yes.
There are some boogeymen that like to wear this symbol and try to say that they're from the city themselves, but we've dealt with them before and we've turned out all their claims to be manifestations of falsehoods. So I don't believe that you should worry too much about it. I'm sorry. Is there anything in specific that you know about this symbol?
Can I roll investigation for it? Or knowledge, or whatever you call it?
History?
Or...
Yeah,
History,
roll a
history.
history check. Roll a history check. All right, Kyo.
Hold on. Oh no, there's no way I've done this again. Hold on. There's no way. There's no way. 18.
18. So do you just not remember where you saw this before, or what?
I can't remember. I genuinely can't.
Okay, so
can't remember
this
what
is
you-
the
'cause
same.
I know you told me some form of information.
This
for
is
it.
the same eye that you saw that was able to take what you are looking for away from you. So this is the distinct symbol, the striking eye with all the markings and the electricity that took your weapon away from you, your livelihood, so to say.
Give me that thing. I need that thing now.
He says, yes,
Give
of
me.
course. Take the slip.
Thank you.
And I just put it in my pocket.
Is there?
Stupid. Stupid.
Why
fucker.
are you so intent on it? If you don't mind me asking.
My ass.
No, that's an eye, good sir. Okay.
My sickle.
Okay. At this point, you guys hear on the door. He says, 1 second, I'll be right with you, Dahlia. And he's like, if there's anything else that you guys need to know, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to take it up with me at a later date. I have a prior meeting with someone named Dahlia coming up. So if I can just sign that 3 months release for you guys, then I would greatly love to get on with my day and get some rest, hopefully soon.
Very well, Raina. I believe everything's in order here.
All right. He signs in the notable places where there are blanks in the paper. He signs 3 months. He signs his name Rainer, and then he puts a giant R and an L right next to it. So his initials were RL. And he says, if you guys can just sign here, Rosalind preferably, because that is the person that we have on record, we can make sure that your family does not get taxed in
I
the
kind
future,
of push my
months.
finger down with the blood stain and kind of
On the paper. You're trying to on the paper. Roll me a dexterity check. Just a basic. Actually, sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
23.
23. He starts to pull it away, and you kind of get along the side, and there's just like a streak of red. He said,
We're not accepting a blood-soaked contract. That's a blood contract.
He said, it's always something with you people. And he crumbles his up, throws it into the corner, goes back into the do not open filing cabinet, and he pulls out another one, and he writes down 3 Rainer and RL again, and he says, you, and he flicks his hand, and it pushes your chair back from the table a little bit. And he says, now, Rosalind, please, just get this over with. And as you're writing, you hear, Rainer! And he's like, 1 second! And he's like, please just hurry.
Can I answer the door?
No. As soon as you get up and start walking towards it, he like flicks and it locks closed, and as you try to jiggle it open, it just doesn't give way.
Hey, what? I'm struggling to open the door now. I don't know what happened.
He says, Rosalind, are you finished?
Yep.
He says, oh, thank you. And he takes the contract back, and you'd see him take it back to like a weird contraption where he just kind of feeds it through, and a blade comes down, chops it, and then he hands you half the contract. He said, this is so you can remember. We only need that half. If your father ever thinks that he needs to send us taxes, just show him that. Be like, Pop, we don't need to do it this month, okay? And he says, you may now leave, and he motions a little like gesture. He says, open, and then the door unlocks, and the glow from the doorknob fades into it.
Guys, I still got. Oh.
He said,
I
oh.
got the door.
If you could send Dahlia in right as you're leaving, please, that would be greatly appreciated.
Yes.
And as you open the door, you see this other elf, but it's a drow elf, very much darker skin, red, beaming red eyes, and she's like, I have business here with Rainer. And she's just
I
like,
had
very
business here
moody.
before you.
He says, I'm sorry,
I
Dahlia.
turn around at the commotion and holding the head, I just go, Mom?
She looks at she looks down at you. She goes, I'm not your mother, young one. I'm sorry. I just need to see my husband, please.
Come on, little one.
She, as you guys leave, she like swiftly goes in and she sees Rosalind and Gabriella still there. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting something?
Just some bread contracts. Hello, darling.
She said, I just, if I could kindly talk to my husband for just a few minutes, please. You guys can come right back in afterwards.
Have we seen her before? Do we recognize her? Like, have we seen her
You do
before?
not.
Okay.
Rainer very much likes to keep his work and personal life separate, so this is the first that you've even heard of him having a wife.
Husband? Raina, you never told me you had such a wonderful lady in your life.
God, here we go. Dahlia, you just had to spill the bag of worms. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I just
Precious.
have some questions about our home and what kind of, decor you would want to put up around there. And,
I'm gonna guess you guys are newlyweds?
and she looks at you and she smiles this big grin and she's like, going on 3 months now, and she shows you the ring on her finger.
Oh my god, absolutely gorgeous. Raina, when did you meet this lovely fetching Dahlia, was it?
Yes, Dahlia, yes.
Gabriella Black.
What?
Gabriella.
Gabriella,
Pleasure to meet you.
this is a very beautiful name. And it's a
you.
very beautiful Asmar you got here. Raina, why didn't you tell me you worked with such precious people? And Raina just slowly, like, sinks into his chair, you know, like, embarrassed, red-faced, trying to get away from the whole conversation. And he just grumbles, and he's just like, please, can you leave? Please leave.
Oh, Raina, I'm enjoying this too much, darling. Anything you have to say, you can say to us ladies.
He's like, I don't want to talk to you ladies. I just want to talk to my lady, if you don't mind.
Oh, that's so dreadfully sweet, isn't it, Roslyn?
It's very sweet.
Okay, come along now. Let's leave the lovely birds to their talks. I'm gonna try to push everyone out, but I also want to like keep my ear against the door.
I'm already out.
As you leave the door, you see his like flick of his hand for a brief second, and it slams shut like as soon as you get out, and it almost hits you right on the ass. And then all of a sudden,
Not my ass.
he says, "All right, dear." He says, "All right, dear," and like it gets really muffled for no other reason, and you see the wall just give off this really weird, faint heat signature, and you can't hear anything after a few seconds. It's just completely silent in the room.
Oh,
Doing magic
rude.
things.
I'm
Magic.
walking to the reception desk.
All right.
I'm going to, like, you probably can't see me because, like, you know, the desk.
Yeah.
And so you're just gonna see this hand, a bit
Welcome to
bloody,
my life.
put down a piece of paper, and then it
Oh.
come back just a second later and, like,
Oh.
very strongly and place down a piece of what did you say it was called?
Gold, it was a grizz. One grizz is a
Grizz,
gold
a
piece.
grizz.
You can still call them gold pieces. They're still locally known as gold pieces. That's the official term. But grizz is like the regional name for it in the Prician Empire.
I will put down a grizz
He said,
and I will just slowly.
Excuse me. Can you please not make that noise? How may I help you? He looks down at you.
I'm just sitting there, kind of tapping and pointing at the
He
note
picks up
with
the
piece on
slip
it.
of paper.
Can I
100 cob.
behind
one
and
gold
just sort of
piece.
just
Alright. He's like not even paying attention. He doesn't even hear you. He's enraptured in the note. He says, alright. I'm very new here. Please just give me a second. Please just give me a second. Where did they put the
I'm
money?
gonna continue to eat off this little head.
Where did they put
little
the money? And he reaches under the desk. He says, your first try. Yes, things are looking up Howell today. And he opens up the thing and he's like, all right, I don't know how much is in here. And, it feels to be like 100 coins. Just take this. And he hands you a bag of cobs. It's about 123 cobs in there, but he thought that he handed you 100. He's like, thank you for your transaction. If you, I'm sorry. I'm the new day. You know, it's a new guy here. Me. The receptionist got fired yesterday, and they decided to hire me on the spot. So
Just kind of pull it down and look at him.
he's like, is that? What? You want to know where the blacksmith is? Oh, if you go down the stairs, go back to the town square. You know how the town square is like a circular fashion here, and then you as you're looking towards the city gates, you want to take a right. You take a right, you pass down about 4 houses, and then you're gonna see an open area with a very fiery pit. That's what we call the blacksmith. If you're looking for that, that's the first one that I would go to. He just looks at you while you're turning away. He just goes, "Thank you. The city thanks you for your services. Okay."
I'm gonna go ahead and walk down those stairs and start to head outside.
All right. As you head out, I need you to make a perception roll. Are you heading out with them, Galax?
I'm gonna follow and act like she doesn't know that I'm behind her. Obviously, she does.
Need you to
know,
roll
but-
perception as well.
2.
Okey-doke.
2. All
3
right.
minus 1.
Gabriella,
Oh, 18. Hold on. Plus.
Yes, darling.
should
Hold
we
on.
also go to the blacksmith?
Oh,
I don't
21.
think archery is in my favor right now.
I got a dirty 20.
30-20.
I am rolling well today. Damn.
Dude, hell yeah, I agree.
All right. Then you guys, what were you doing, Gabrielle and Rosalind?
Rosalind, I don't want to be discouraging, but I believe you're right when it comes to the whole shooting things with arrows. So, I guess we could take you to the blacksmith. May I watch the cart, though?
Oh, there's nothing in the cart. Why would you watch the cart?
Where's the backup? Do we not have backup? Where's the rations? The food? The bread? Rosalind, the bread?
We already turned that in.
But we don't have one for the journey back.
Can buy some in town.
Howl overhearing this. Do you guys need help locating stuff in town?
Your marvelous food, I believe.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it marvelous. I've lived here for many years. I've really never had anything that fancy.
Your substandard food, your best substandard food.
That's more like it for our humble town here. We do
humble is a strong
we
word.
do have a couple inns. If you would like to go to the inns for a bite to eat, maybe. We also have one restaurant that does dabble in the fish that we can catch in the rivers around here. The inns just sell, you know, like eggs and stuff, you know, the bread, stuff like that.
I do
Is
like the bread.
there a general market?
The general market is around Market Square. I'm sure you guys have seen it multiple times as you come in and out. The merchants will sit there and sell their goods. I'm sure you could probably find like a snack vendor at one of the stalls that we have set up there.
I do like the snacks. Shall we?
Yes, we shall.
All right. And as you two leave, you also need to roll perception checks.
Ooh, yes. That is to do
20.
dirty 20.
20?
Did you
All
get
right.
a
I
nat
got
20?
a nat 20.
Azzy,
Your first nat 20 perception.
Azzy got a 20, dude. Okay, so as you guys
Yay,
are
plus
leaving,
6 to 26.
as you guys are leaving, you see Galax and Hana like sitting there, like at the door for a little bit, arguing about like where they wanted to go, talking about if they should go to the blacksmith and stuff like that. But as you walk out, Rosalind noticed something just dash out the corner of her eye, just dash out of sight. It was like a hooded figure with like a weird tail, and it dashes out of sight. You only saw it for a moment. Are you guys going to descend the stairs, or are you gonna notify them?
Something wrong, Rosalind?
Yeah, well, I think I just saw something.
Something. You gotta be more specific, darling.
Hooded figure and a tail running past.
That is oddly specific. And anything else other than a cloak and a tail?
Not really.
Well, we have our tax-free papers, so it really doesn't matter, does it?
I guess not.
All right. And are you guys descending the stairs now?
Ugh,
Yes.
I hate this part.
What about you, Galax and Hana? Are you descending with them?
I'm going. Yeah, no, I'm out in front. I'm kind of.
You're like leading the charge with them.
I'm not even paying
I'm
attention to
following.
Gala.
All right.
Following
As
little one.
Hana, as you touch the bottom of the stairs, your foot barely graces the stone walkway, and all you hear is, whoosh, and right in front of you stands a hooded figure, and they reach out a hand and they just all they say is, "Please, help me." And it's a paw reaches out for you, and you see the tail like curling around, and that's where we'll take our break for the day, guys. We will take a quick break, so if you guys want to grab something to drink real quick, we can come back.
Damn, I'm hanging off a fucking cliff now.
How dare you next episode of Dragon Ball Z us?
We'll take a quick
Oh,
break
yeah, that
there, so if you guys want to go grab something. I am
Oh,
sweating, holy hell!
Oh my gosh,
God.
please do.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Yeah, I see
I
something
do see
too.
something.
I
I
saw
s-
it.
you guys see something, don't you?
Yeah.
I see a little
Yeah.
something.
Oh,
All right,
Um,
all right, guys, are you ready to hop back into it?
Yep.
Let's get it.
All right. So, Hana, as your foot graces the stone pathway beyond the steps from the courthouse, this figure dashes in front of you, cloaked, and just holds out one paw and says, "Please help me." And Kels, could you please describe your character to the group?
Guest star.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Okay. So before you guys, you see a tall, lean tabaxi, with white fur in a leopard print. It's a little bit dirty and greasy. She doesn't look like she has taken care of herself super well, and she is wearing a blue cloak with the hood up. And Lucid, if you want to send me the D&D Beyond link so that I can.
Yes, I can send you the D&D Beyond link. Hold on, let me get it open. Copy link, and I will send it now. There you go. Should be good. So, what do you guys say to this cry for help?
I look up and I just kind of place the goblin head on her paw.
You knew going into this is gonna happen,
And
Kel.
I tried to walk past.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I
Going great!
Please help me.
anyone else?
Sorry, I was chewing. I was finishing chewing.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he
sorry.
was chewing up his food. You got this, Angry.
I'm going to pull her hood off and say, "What do you want?" And I've got her hood in my hand, so she can't put it back on. His hood, her hood, its hood
It's a
in my
female.
hand. I was
Female.
well. I don't know that well. Yeah, but I would say that I have the hood in my hand. What do you want?
I need some assistance, and I've been watching you, and I think that you're a very capable group, and I don't have very much to offer, but I can give you information.
On?
Anything. I have lots of connections. Is there something that I can help you with? I only have a little bit of spare change.
I'm going to show the eye that I was given by Rena.
I have somebody that can help me with that, with finding that.
I'm gonna let go of my grasp. I'm sold. Your turn.
What's going
What
on
exactly
here?
do you need help with?
There's a child, and he's missing. He's been stolen, and I need your assistance in retrieving him.
Do you know what kind of enemy you face, or anything else you can tell about
You
it?
would know that it's the goblins that attacked earlier.
It's the group of goblins. You guys seem to have held your own against them earlier.
The goblins. Oh, those little green funny things that I dispatched quickly.
Yeah, the ones that killed two of. Very proud still.
Yeah, poor
Yeah.
Penelope. Or was it Rapunzel? I don't remember.
You killed them. Who gives a flying?
Did he meant his arrows? Not the goblins, the arrows.
Yes, the arrows.
Oh, sorry. Brain doesn't process much.
So can you help me?
I'm already in.
You said you have information.
I'm gonna pick up the goblin head back up. I come back
She's
in
just like
after I
holding
hear
it, like she hasn't done anything. She's just been like holding it, like, please help me.
that. I pick it back up.
Okay, I'm going to gently push this aside. I do need some
Um,
information on a certain someone. I'm looking for some sort of, well, magical college of sorts. Do you know anyone who could help me with that?
I think so. Yes. At least I have somebody who can start pointing you in the right direction.
Very well. I believe this should be Enough for me. Rosalind, are you in?
I guess I'm in as long as I can help you. You know, you
Thank
always
you.
wanted us to try and help each
What about you, Hana? Are you saying anything? Are you going with them or what?
I'm allowed 2 weapon focuses, so I'm gonna have my other one on my revolver, and I'll just like hold out my hand and have it appear, and like kind of open it and show her that it's empty and spin it. Kind of point.
She's saying she's in if you find bullets for said gun, I believe. Might not be entirely correct.
Is it a special gun? Just some regular bullets? I think I can easily get some for you.
And it
Oh.
poops away. Oh wait, I can't poof it away, huh? I can only have it appear in my hand.
Yeah, I think I'll say that you can like make it appear on an object in your body. So if you have like a holster or something, you can
Yeah. I don't
evaporate
think I
it
have
to
a
your
holster yet, so I'm just gonna put it back in my bag and just
Alright.
kind of go back to. I'm kind of like spaced out, dude. I'm just kind of.
All right. So, as you guys accept the cry for aid from Snow, she actively tells you about this this missing child without like, you know, telling you exactly what the child's like whole meaning to her is or anything like that. She says there's a cave about 3 to 4 hours north of where the creature broke the wall. It broke the northern wall of the farming section of Groveland. So 3 to 4 hours north of that break is a cave that has some weird sounds, and if you get close enough, you can hear the goblins actively, you know, chittering and talking about in. And they call this the Yawning Cave. And that's, she doesn't know quite why, just that is the physical landmark that the goblins are taking up residence that supposedly stole the cave.
I've tracked them this far. I just need assistance now.
I'm just kind of looking up and nodding at people.
Anyone got a light? Anyone got a candle? Pretty dark.
What time of day is it?
It's about 4 or 5 o'clock, seeing as how Rainer was about to get off work and he was talking to Dahlia. It's about where his changing of captain goes out, and he's about to come out of the courthouse. So about 5,
Okay.
6 into workday.
Okay.
I pull out a torch and I kind of stick the goblin's head on top of it.
Druid
Wave
craft.
it around a little bit. It's not lit. I'm just kind of.
No, Druid craft. I can light anything. So I can light the inside of it. So now it can glow through the goblin's eyes, mouth, wherever you know. I have Druid craft, so that's gonna look pretty
I'm
cool.
fine.
What
So-
you're saying is you light the torch and the heat
Uh-huh.
of it kind of boils the goblin's eyes. Let's get a little gruesome here. And kind of bleh.
Yeah,
They pop
sure.
out. And,
We now have a torch. It's more important
and
thing.
his
Got a
jaw's
torch.
just kind of hanging open with his mouth
Have you
open, so
tried
now
a
we've got-
regular torch?
Bleh. And I'm kind
I'm
of just
just
waving
trying
it
to
around
entertain
like
the little one.
bleh.
As you guys are talking, sitting here talking, you start noticing a few heads turning, like, at what you're doing, and like, one's looks like he's walking towards guards to, like, try to notify him of, like, the fact that you have a burning head on a stick, and
I
he
kind
starts
of look
tugging
at them,
It's
on him.
Halloween.
turn the head to look at them too.
He starts tugging on the guard's arm, and the guard looks down at him, looks over at you, and he goes, not much I can do. Yes, Rosalind.
Do I see anything? Because I have dark vision.
It's daytime.
Oh,
It's
so do
Oh,
I. Wait,
okay.
I just realized that as well.
It's bright. So you
Okay.
guys aren't in the cave. It's not nighttime yet. It's about 6 o'clock. It's starting to hit that like orangey dusk feel across the sky, but it's still definitely bright enough for you guys to see everything and anything going on. But the merchants at the stalls that you see in like the market square are all starting to pretty much pack up and head home to the night to their families. So If you're
Are
wanting
there-
to do any last minute shopping, you have to get going.
Are there
I
any
would like to
animals
do-
around?
Are there what?
Any animals? Sorry, Hannah. Are there any animals around?
Aside from the occasional like rat and mouse just scurrying about going into the sewers, there's like a couple horses. You can see a man like turning around a roast goat on a spit, but that's about it.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
I kind of tug on Snow's hand and try to like walk outside because I still really want to make it to the blacksmith.
Snow?
I think Kel's frozen.
I think her camera.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
She crashed.
Died.
She crashed. I'll give her the roll real quick. Hold up. I have to give her the roll. That way she can join. Boom. Here we go. She can join now. Should be able to join now. So when she gets back, she'll be able to hop in. But if you guys just wanna go ahead and go to the blacksmith, if that's what you guys are up to,
Yeah.
you can follow him.
I
Or
tell
you
you
can
what, I
stay
will
back.
see the tugging happening, and I will sort on my shoulder and take them to the blacksmith, just so we get there faster.
No,
I-
no,
Okay.
I'm not getting
Even though
on
I
your
can't move as
shoulder.
fast.
Are you gonna fight it? Are you gonna fight it?
Yeah.
Then I need you guys to roll. I want you to roll a strength check, Angry, and you to roll a dexterity check, Gio.
17.
18.
So, despite all your thrashing and kicking and trying to get away from him, he does pick you up and put you on his shoulder, but as soon as he puts you there, you kind of like sit there and just like jump off and start like looking back at him like, I can walk myself, you know, like that kind of look. Kind of like you don't like being manhandled and all that.
You know what I am gonna do? As I jump off, I'm gonna turn around and look at him with both me and the face, and I'm gonna rotate my torch at the same time so we can both go.
I'm gonna use Druidcraft and turn the torch out. The torch does not light up anymore.
I'm not
Alright.
even gonna be phased by it. I'm just gonna keep walking with it out.
Alright.
I got a head stick.
Are you all going to the blacksmith, or are you guys doing something different, Rosalind and Gabriella? And what are you doing, Snow?
With the
We're
blacksmith,
going with
okay.
them.
Okay. What about you, Snow? Are you going with them?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
We
my
go to the
internet
blacksmith.
crashed, so I just missed the whole interaction.
Basically, we go into the blacksmith.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
Hana wanted to go to the blacksmith. So
Okay.
So, as you guys approach this this burning furnace as per the instructions from Howl, you see a sign on the wall, and it's an anvil with a hammer and like a bellows to the side of it. On the bellows handle, you can see a distinct D on it, and on the hammer there's a Y. And as you walk in, he says, "Welcome in. I am Doric. Welcome to DnY Armor Works. How can I help you today? We are about to close up, but I mean, if you need something smith, I can do it quite quickly, or you can come pick it up tomorrow." And Doric is this young, shorter looking guy. He's a dwarf with just a bushy beard. Like, we'll give Gandalf a run for his money, going down to about his stomach line, and it's got these 3 braids along it, the center braid being much wider with a ring on it, and then the side braids are just down, and he's got a bald head. And you see him, he's like sun-kissed, like, from the heat of the forge. His whole face is pretty red, but he's really, really cheery about it. He says, what can I do for you lot?
Oh no, Rosalind, we came in at the last minute. I hate doing this. You can't go to the working class at the last 30 minutes of closing. It's just not right.
I'm
Normally,
going to,
if you would ask my brother, yes, that would have been a terrible idea. But, I mean, you see, Doric here is much more friendly than Yorick. So, if you guys want to take something from me, it's very much appreciated.
Oh no, he's
I'm
nice.
gonna
We
put
have
up
to
the
buy something.
daggers.
Put your daggers up there. Oh, what would
Yes,
you like
it's
me
my-
to do with these, young lady?
I'm gonna put the scimitar that I got from the goblin as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna kind of tug at Snow again and make my revolver appear and open it back up and point.
Oh.
And while I do that, I pull out my bag of 123 copper.
Okay, well, let me look in here. Do you know how much is in here?
No?
Do you have a rough estimate? I need something to go off of here.
More than Grizz.
All right. Well, so Grizz, okay. That's about 100 copper at least. Are you trying to sell, or are you wanting to buy? Like, you want me to repair these? These are pretty worn.
And the tug it
She
Smith.
wants some bullets for the gun.
Bullets?
Do you happen to have any?
I don't happen to have any bullets. You see, I'm an armorer by trade. My brother is the one with the weapon making typically. I typically make armor on the forge, whereas my brother will come in and he'll make the bladed weapons and sell those. I don't believe he can even make bullets. That requires some kind of fine tuning and alchemy to make them blow up. So,
Do you know where we can acquire some?
I don't really know where you could acquire any right now. If you wait till tomorrow, there's an alchemist. It's just down the way. He's kind of a prude, but if you go down to Pinkson's, he'll possibly help you out. I don't know. Pinkson is kind of rude, man. He closes up a lot earlier than me though.
I
Would
plop
I
the gun
know-
down. Oh, go ahead.
Would I know where to get some? Like, do I know?
No.
Do
you
I
don't.
know where they're being traded?
You do not know where to get any bullets. Bullets are very rare in this world, but you do know somebody that might be able to find it. Just might, if you
I'm
remember
gonna put the gun down and ask, kind of grab a couple of the copper coins and just say, balls, make balls, and like point at the gun and point at these. And,
You just want to throw balls in there like a slingshot, eh? That's not how
Oh,
a gun
and I-
works, young missy.
I'm
And
gonna
I
grab my bag of ball bearings. These?
I don't know
like,
if
the
that'll
thing is
shoot.
I want, cause like I'm trying to think like copper little ball goes in little case, maybe with some black powder, right?
Yes.
So like, I just want to turn the copper into like, can he melt the copper into a little?
If
ball?
you want me to melt the copper, young lady, I can make you some copper balls if you want. But how many are you wanting? Cause like I can probably make 5 or 4 from like one piece. I don't
I
think
kinda
you're gonna
just-
need 400.
I just shove everything at him. I shove both daggers, the scimitar, and the full bag of 123 copper, and I just kind of.
You still haven't told me what you want from these 3 pieces here. You got 2 daggers and a scimitar.
Payment.
Payment. like you're paying me in these to make your copper balls. Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. This is a specialty order. It's going to take a little bit, okay? So I will take the copper. I'll take 60 of it. Make those into the copper balls for you to shoot, okay? And then the other 40, I take for payment. The scimitar and the daggers, there's not much value there. It looks like you acquired them from a pit. It looks like they've been cast to the side of the gutter and just left there to rust for days. I mean, I'll take them in. I'll use it for the spare metal, but not much use out of them. Sorry to say.
Then I kind of just pull the daggers and the scimitar back and just push the.
All right.
Now, how many do you say I get per piece? You said you could make
4.
a couple per
4.
piece. 4 per piece. So you take 60. I get.
You'll get 240.
280.
You'll get 240 copper balls tomorrow morning. Meet with me, and I will give you your objects.
Let's go.
Any other business you guys have before I close up the furnace here? Yes, you big dragon.
Big.
Please, that's my
I
fault.
have this hammer.
Yes.
Could you do anything with it to make it do bad things to hurt people?
I mean, if I remember right, the only thing that I can really do is I can smith some spikes onto the end, but even then, a hammer's a hammer. You're kind of just relying on the weight there. If you swing through and it pierces something, this is gonna stay on there. It's gonna make it less effective.
So you're telling me it'll do a killing blow?
I'm not here to say it'll do a killing blow, because you could obviously cave a skull in with that. But I mean, like, if you wanted to instead of bashing somebody, you know, like, kind of punch through them, I could do that, but you're gonna have to pick off the bodies afterwards.
I'll give them to my little friend there, and they can have it for food. So yes, I'll get that done, please.
All right. Since it is a special multiplication, how about we say 5 grizz. 5 gold boys.
You're on.
All right. If you leave the payment here, you can pick that up tomorrow. I'll tell my brother Yorick about it, and we'll get your stuff sorted out. I will be making your copper balls. My brother Yorick will handle the hammer, though. Okay.
That's fine by me.
All right. Good doing business with you. What about you, young elf and young angel? I've never seen your type around here. And of course you too, Miss Cat.
Fine, darling.
Anything that you guys wish for me to make before I close up shop?
Oh God, Rosalind, he's stirring. He's stirring. What do you want to get?
Is there any already made weapons here?
Yes, there are already made weapons, but I'm not, like I said, I'm the armor man. Those are my brothers. He has posted limits for each weapon, but the specialty ones I cannot give you a price. That's more of a bargaining type of thing. I can sell you his base weapons. He has a couple scimitars, a great sword, you know, a couple axes for like the wood cutting around here.
So
heck,
me sword.
what was that?
Great sword, aka me sword. So me sword.
Yeah, sure. And we also have a metal boomerang that he made just out. He was big into the boomerang scene for a little while, so he made it just for fun. It didn't work. It didn't work very well because you know the whole it's too heavy. It's too heavy. But I guess you could take any of those off our hands. We also have a couple other small bits and bobs. Do you have anything in specific you're looking for?
Gabriella,
What do you want me to do about
do you
it?
have any suggestions?
At this
For me,
point,
that would
he
not be
looks
arch-
behind you and he sees the bow on Gabriella's back, and he says, "Oh, an archer, are ya?"
Yes.
Just love the craft.
Hold on. I'm going to fight a little 3-8 and make her into a 3-6.
Oh my gosh. My brother was working with some boyars not too long ago. He wanted to learn how to make proper ranged weaponry, and he ended up making a flexible sort of metal bow. It's pretty expensive though, and I don't know if he would be okay with me selling it, but between you and me, we've kind of been having an argument lately, and I think it's a good way to get back at them.
Oh, now you have my attention. Sorry, Rosalind, now we're shopping for me a bit. However, so you said a shiny bow.
Yes, a metal bow. It's from what we've seen, the arms bounce back with more force, so it's able to pierce harder. And it you know those typical hay targets that they draw for like archery classes? It's able to pierce all the way through. It's not just sticking in there. It goes through and the shaft goes with it.
No,
Damn.
may I test it out?
Sorry, it's we don't have any targets here, and I don't know about you, but I don't want you taking down the structures in case it is actually good craftsmanship.
In case, see, that's the thing. If you can't guarantee me a test run, how am I supposed to test it? How am I supposed to?
I mean, you guys walk into my shop, I don't walk into your shops. You gotta take my word for it, you're the one looking for the weapons.
This is true. I wasn't looking for a weapon originally. I'm sorry. Is there possibly, darling? What do you want to use? Maybe a sword, something simple so you can hold your shield as well.
I already have a mace, but I don't think I want to use said mace.
Well, if you don't want to
darling,
use
you
said
have to
mace,
have a
are you
weapon.
looking for something smaller?
I guess.
We got a couple short swords around here. Judging by your appearance, you appear to be some sort of priestess or something.
Yes, she is a bit too kind. I don't think she wants to. So she wants a weapon that does not hurt, but stops the enemy.
We got the quarterstaff. You know, just a little metal club, essentially.
This is the same as a base, isn't it?
It's a quarterstaff is a little club. It's like a cudgel. It's not so much a mace. A mace has a giant head on it, and it looks a lot more menacing. With the quarterstaff, you just walk around, you know. You can kind of pull it out in very dire straits, but it gives you that feel of like of being able to have that backup without people looking at you for having that backup.
Okay. How much
Like a
is
staff
the
of sorts.
quarterstaff?
The quarterstaff, it's a very basic thing, you know, just like an iron rod. So like, I'll take let's see here. You know, just like two silver.
Can you give me change?
4?
If I give you 1 gold?
For 1 grizz, I can give you yeah, I can give you 8 silver in exchange.
Okay.
All right, if that's all, then I really need to close up shop. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your
I
night.
want your boomerang.
Don't forget, you want my boomerang.
Yes.
Great! I've been waiting for somebody to take it off my hands. 5
What?
silver. 5 silver.
But can you sharpen the ends?
It's already sharpened.
I didn't know that because you haven't shown me it.
Yes,
You
understandable.
haven't shown me it, so I couldn't
Yes,
tell.
yes, it's already sharpened. That way when you throw it, it like will spin around and hit and stick with them. That way, if you do hit something, you can go retrieve it easily.
Ah, very nice.
Yes,
I'll take it. How much?
It'll be 5 silver, but since it is a lot heavier, it does kind of go awry sometimes. So I hope you do understand that.
I have a good shot. I
Alright.
enjoy killing things. I have a good shot.
So 5 silver for me, and then 2 silver for me for you, but I have to give 8 back. So here's your quarterstaff, and he hands a leather-bound handle with like a little hilt on it to keep the leather on, and it's just a rod. It looks like it was very shoddily crafted, just in a rush. He hands that to you, and he looks to Galax, and he goes, "Let me go to the back and get your boomerang real quick." And he heads to the back, and about 10 seconds later, he comes back. He says, "Oh, it's right on the counter. Brilliant. I hope he wasn't using it. But, here you go. 5 silver, please."
I hand over 5 silver. So
Alright.
now I've got like 5 back, right?
Yes.
Just to be
Yes,
sure.
yes, yes.
Okay. That's only because I've updated it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah,
but yeah,
yes.
that's fine.
That's what I'm
Hey.
trying to do too. It's just a normal quarterstaff, right? Like
Yes,
right
yes.
now.
It does normal quarterstaff damage. There's nothing
Okay.
special about it. The boomerang I do have to make. The boomerang will have a little bit of extra nuance to it, Angry. But I will send that to you.
Alright, nice. I wrote it down so I'll remember as well.
Yeah, if you just remind me at some
Sorry,
point in
carry
the
on.
week. If you remind me at some point in the week to make that, then I'll make it.
Alright.
Now, remember, you wanted your mace, and you wanted your copper balls. I will have your copper balls. My brother will have your mace. Okay? So track us both down. Alright? I'm assuming you guys have been to this town before, so you should know the run of the mill. Anyways, have a good night, and he shuttles you guys out. And like just pressing on the back of your thighs, trying to get you out of the door. He's like, "I appreciate the services that I can provide for you, and I appreciate the payment most of all. Have a great night, and I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow morning." And he goes back in and he shuts the door and he kills the flame and he like drops these like wooden shutters down on the shop. That way, everything is sealed off.
Well, are you satisfied, Rosalind?
I guess we'll see how this goes.
I keep on telling you, you're too gentle in nature to hurt anything, I guess.
Okay, what are you guys doing for the rest of the night? Are you planning on going right now to the cave, or are you planning on waiting? What are you guys doing?
Well, it is getting pretty late.
Yes.
Excuse me, Miss Tabaxi. Well, we never actually asked your name.
You guys can call me Snow.
Snow. The cave is quite far from here, and we'll be at a disadvantage at nighttime, correct?
Yes, I believe we should leave in the morning. I can meet you guys back here at
I kind of
sunrise.
I kind of look up at her and look down, and kind of under my breath, I kind of just mutter, "No." And then I like touch myself, and I go, "Disguise self," and I immediately look like Snow. Do I change in size? 1 foot shorter or taller?
It's a mini
Yes.
Snow!
So I'm 4'8".
Yeah,
I'm
so you're not
4'8".
quite as tall. You're like a shrunken down version, and it's not like a, it's not even like it's proportionally shrunken down. You're just kind of like a squished version.
You're exactly 1 foot shorter than her.
Yeah. Well, wait, wouldn't I be proportionate? Because like it says that I can
I mean, do you?
appear taller, thinner, fatter, this or that. I want.
Okay, then if you do that, then yeah, sure. Just
Yeah,
a
I
smaller,
wanna-
proportionate Snow.
Literally, yeah, literally.
Okay.
Snow. I just kind of Snow, and I go, poof. Mom?
I
Is this the child you're looking for? Because, I mean, honestly, I don't mind if we get rid of her.
no,
God.
it's not. And I go to pat her on the head, but because of the way the spell works, her hand just passes through the top of the head that you've created.
Bless you.
Thank you. All right.
And she just kind of like looks and takes a step to the side.
I
So-
like the idea of meeting you here tomorrow. Do you have a place to stay?
Yes, I can find my own arrangements.
I catch a glimpse of my tail, and I start to chase it a little bit.
Right. Well, I guess we'll see you in the morning near the blacksmith. I believe these gentlemen want to ascertain the rest of their equipment here in the morning.
So are you guys going to check in for the night then?
I'd like
Yes.
to find that in.
Which inn? The one that they were talking about for the food?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the inn that they were talking about for the food was. Oh wait, no, they never named it, did they?
Nope.
No, they didn't.
So the inn that he was talking about for the food is called is like right like a couple houses down from the blacksmith towards the market square. It's just on the left as you're going towards Market Square. You guys saw it on the way to the DNY Armor Works. And you see just a weird hyena-like creature on a sign outside in a bed with like the sleeping cap on, and it says the Inebriated Knoll on it. And this is what you guys know is the Inebriated Knoll Inn.
So when they leave, I'm gonna climb up on the roof and make my way back.
To where you live?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. That's fine.
Is there any animals in the area, please?
Just the same rats as earlier. Even the horses are gone now because there's not as many markets or anything rolling. It's just a couple rats. You sometimes occasionally will hear an owl like hoot and you'll see it fly off. And then there's like a couple other like birds and stuff around.
Can I... Hold on. Need to make sure I do this right. Can I use speak with animals?
You can, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use it as my spell slot, obviously.
Mhm.
Oh, I took it the wrong way. And I'm gonna try and speak to some of the birds, if that's okay.
All right, you're gonna have to shout to speak to them. Is there anything you want to tell them?
It's more just to ask them if they can keep a lookout whilst we're asleep, so like sort of like keep an eye on anything that is going on. If
As
that's okay.
as the birds are flying, they hear you like shout this cry, and they just look back, but they just keep flying. But the owl that was like, you know, on the rooftop a little ways away. Roll me a persuasion check.
D20, right?
Yes.
Okay, persuasion. I'm rolling so fucking well today. 19.
19.
Jesus
The-
Christ. I'm rolling so fucking well.
The owl sits there and goes. and like it looks like it acknowledges you, but you can't quite tell if he's actually going to keep watch or not.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna go into the inn and
Alright.
go to bed or rest for the night or whatever.
as
has to
you
be done.
walk into the inn, you see this dark-skinned human at the gate with very beautiful long hair that was formed into dreads and kind of braided around with rings on it. And he says, "Oh, hello. I'm Suri. Can I help you out today?"
I need a bed for the night.
Oh, yeah. So the inebriated knoll currently has a couple of spots opening. We have about 10 rooms in total, but about 7 patrons have already decided to bunk up for the night. How many beds will you need for you and your 3 other friends?
I'm just organizing it for myself. That's their problem.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you guys were together since you walked in together. I'm so sorry. How do you just want one room then, there, sir?
Yes, please.
Okay, well, one room. Let me see here. At the base level is what we like to call it here. At the base level is just 5 copper. 5 cobs, please.
Slam on the table, boom, across,
Oh.
done.
Thank you very much. I always thought that these were really cool looking. I like the little kobold coins. They're my favorite. And she turns around and grabs a key off the back where like there's like a couple studs into the wall. She says, "Here you are. You are room 7. Just go down. It'll be on the right. There's a big number on the door to it."
How many copper is worth 1 silver?
10.
So, how much was it again for the room? Sorry, it was 5 for the room.
5
right?
copper.
So I would get 5 back. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was just making sure because I'm updating it.
And
Alright,
she,
no worries.
as soon as the transaction with Galax is done, she looks at you and she says, "Now, how may I help you lot?"
I'm going to I'm gonna set down my head. I still have this thing.
Oh,
And pull out the 2 daggers from the goblins, set them down.
She like looks at it. She picks up like a part of the singed hair from earlier. She's like, "Yep, that is indeed a goblin head. I'm sorry. We don't deal in goblin heads here, young miss."
Bed?
Bed. Oh, well, head and bed are very different. I'm sorry. It's the same thing. How many rooms are you wishing to purchase? 1. Okay, 5 copper for the base floor.
I kind of push the daggers forward a little bit.
No. Are you threatening me? And she starts like reaching underneath the desk for like something.
I shake
What-
my head
what-
like
what
I
is-
push them towards her. Like, take.
I would appreciate it. We don't take daggers as payment, young miss.
I pull out the scimitar from the goblin and set
We
it down
don't
and kind
take
of push
any
it.
weaponry as payment. I'm sorry to say.
Kind of scoop it all back off and go over to the corner, and as a cat I kind of just curl up, or what looks to be a cat, I kind of just curl up and set the head right in the center of like my curled up. I set it right in the center and kind of put all my stuff around me and just sit there.
She kind of sits there and watches you walk up. She goes, "Okay then, recollect yourself here, Siri. You're fine. You're fine. You can get through this day. It's just a few more hours. How may I help you?"
Do we recognize her at all, or have you seen her before?
You two have never been to this
Like inside
in specific
with
tavern before. You've seen it outside. You might have seen her at a passing glance before in the city, but that's about it. You don't have any bond with her or anything like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. See, we're looking for a couple of rooms for the night. We helped dispatch the menace that was attacking the town.
I'm
So-
sorry, Menace, what do you mean? Are you talking about the Tremors earlier? That's just Shanshin's will. I doubt that you fought a god.
Well, funny story. We'll get to that later, sweetheart.
Oh, really? I'm always here for funny stories. A good laugh really does heal the soul sometimes.
Anyway, about those 2 rooms. Is there any possible way we can get a couple for the night?
Oh, I'm sorry. We do have 2 rooms ready, yes. But one of them is on base floor and the other one is a suite.
Oh, a suite. Tell me more about that.
So the base floor rooms are 5 copper. Very basic. They give you bed, you know, drink if in case you get thirsty in the night. The suites, on the other hand, we bring you a freshly cooked meal in the morning, and you still get all the amenities. Plus, the decor is fabulous. Let me tell you, we went all out. We got a couple pictures on the wall, maybe a candelabra around here and there.
Is there a room with 2 beds in it by any chance?
That we do not sell rooms with 2 beds in it, but we do sell rooms with 1 bed, and we can give you like a little sleeping roll.
Shall we go for the suite, darling? I'm absolutely thrilled by this notion.
The suites beds are a little bigger. We run twins in our base floors, whereas we get queens in the suites.
See fit for us.
But how expensive is this?
The suite you can
have
get for a
300.
simple 5 silver a night.
5 silver. That's barely anything. That's like 5 silver.
The royalty just not knowing how much things cost.
Gabriella,
Yes,
we
darling.
won't be able to do this all the time. You do know this, right?
Money has no value other than the value it's given.
Gabriella, this is not how the world works.
Very well. What do you propose, darling?
Do you have 2 base rooms, and can I bargain to use your kitchen?
Oh, I'm sorry. We only have the 1 base room left. The last room is the suite, like I said. To use the kitchen is a very interesting question. Let me go and ask George real quick. And she walks to the back, and you hear just a little muffling. She wants to use the kitchen. I don't let her use no damn kitchen. And she's like, but she said okay. And she comes out, she's like, George is a little upset right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. But
I'm gonna pull out one of the tarts that I had and be like, please give this to your chef.
I will greatly give that to the chef, but he did settle on something. He said that if you were to give him, say, maybe a silver for an hour use of the kitchen, that he would be okay with it.
Can I use the ingredients there, or do I have
The
to bring
ingredients we have to pay out of pocket, so I'm sorry, but you would have to bring your own ingredients or pay us for them. Reimbursement.
Darling, if you're gonna use the kitchen for 1 silver, you might as well go for the 5 for the bedroom, and we get a free cooked meal. I don't know what a kitchen is, but I'm assuming that's where you are. Actually.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess we'll do that then.
So we're going for the suite.
You win this time. Not
Glorious! I would love to see you. You guys look like a couple of sweet gals. I would love to give you guys the suite for just 5 silver tonight.
Ladies' night in the suite.
Yes, yes, and the suite does come with any kind of service. You guys do have a little butler that kind of roams around the rooms, just knocking on occasionally to see if he wants to service you in any way. So if you do have any problems, please just direct yourself to him. And
What is his name?
his name is Roderick. He's
Roderick?
a really sweet fellow. I think he's kind of cute.
Oh, well, what was your name, darling?
Sorry.
Sorry?
Yes.
Sorry. Well, why don't do you and Roderick have anything special going on?
I mean, nothing much more than a workplace crush, I think.
Darling, you simply must pursue.
I know, but I'm cooking a little something.
Oh, okay. So we have some spice behind the sweetness. I
Yes.
see. I absolutely love it. Oh, I can't wait to see how this unfolds.
Yes, but if you would please, here is your key. Can we have the 5 silver, please, so we can finish the transaction? We can talk about this later.
All
if you
right,
want.
of course. Gabriella, Gabriella is me. Rosalind, I shall handle it. As Gabriella.
And she takes the silver, hands you the key. It is up the stairs. You'll turn left. There's another set of stairs at the end of the hallway where the base room's in. Blah. And you go up there. There's 2 rooms up there. Yours will be the one with the big 1 on it.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely. Could you send Roderick in right away? I believe my
Roderick,
back...
Roderick will be there on your way up, so you can talk to him as you go up there.
Thank you.
All right. And with that, you guys check in for the night. Is there anything that you want to do? Do you want to talk to Roderick or anything?
I'm going to go to the kitchen and try and make some quick, like, bread or on-the-go food for us.
All right. I will say that you do have some, like, you know, stuff to mix together to make the dough because your parents are bakers. But it will be 1 silver for at least an hour of baking. So I would say for every, like, 3 loaves you can fit on a pan, it'll be 1 silver.
Okay.
So.
I'll do, like, in addition to the 1, or just the
No. So I'm assuming that these ovens aren't that big. They're like pretty small ovens and they're wood fired. So like 1 hour to bake 3 loaves on 1 pan. So that's what the 1 silver is 3 loaves is essentially equivalent to 1 silver.
Okay, then I'll do 2. So.
Okay.
6 loaves of bread.
Alrighty. Beautiful.
Which I'm assuming I can break off in like pieces,
Yes,
right?
yes. So each loaf, they're not like big loaves. They're not like a baguette, but they're like, you know, smaller loaves. You could probably get like maybe 6, 7, 8 slices off of them.
That's some good bread.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing we split up in part of it. Alright, well, Rosalind, you have fun in the kitchen, darling. I'm going to get myself pampered, something I haven't been able to do in a while.
Like I said, you win this time, but not always.
Thank you, love.
Alright. And is there anything you want to say to Roderick as you're going up, or no?
So you must be Roderick, correct?
Oh, yeah. And you see this like hulking, tired, faced, kind of red-skinned half-orc sitting there, looking like he's been on the clock for hours on end, and that he's probably just about at the end of his shift and probably gonna swap here soon with another butler to see in the morning. He says, "Yes, I'm Roderick. How may I help you? How may I service you today?"
Yeah, I was going to ask for a quick massage if that was in the realm of possibility, but I'm tired.
I'm sorry, we aren't trained in massaging. We kinda just here for basic things, you know, if you want to get your clothes washed, if you want to us to bring you something from the kitchen. It's like a room service sort of thing, not like we aren't very skilled. I'm sorry. I just saw an ad and took this job. I just work here.
That's quite all right. It's not the warm welcome I was hoping to expect, but
I'm sorry. It's been a long day. The
that's quite all right. It's quite
other
all right.
group have run me ragged.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, yeah, but you know who looks adorable? The lovely receptionist you have over there.
Oh, you must mean Suri. Yeah, Suri is pretty cute. Yeah, I guess. Why?
Oh no, she was just, she just loves working here and couldn't, she was talking about how skilled you are and how if we needed anything, you'd be the person to talk to.
Roll a charisma check.
Alright, hold on, let me see, where's the... Okay. Alright, okay. 16.
Alright. So he doesn't pick up on any of the hints. You kind of mask it pretty well. He doesn't pick up that you're like trying to egg him one way or the other. He's just kind of sitting there bored, tired, wanting to be out. He said, "Yeah, she really seems to enjoy her job. I don't know, man. She seems to want to talk to me every time, but I'm always busy, you know. It's I don't want to be here. I just want to go home. But I'm sure that she's a wonderful young lady, and that she would probably want to probably would be really fun to hang out with. Yes.
Then you simply must, darling. You must. It's just have a night off to yourself, right after work. I think Suri will be able to have her off shift soon, and you guys could get some bread.
Bread? That's your delicacy?
Bread is delicious, darling. The carbs, the warmth, the crust, the crumb, the texture.
But what about meat? I can't just survive on bread.
Have you tried putting your meat in your bread?
He kind of chuckles. He's oh, jeez, that's a good one. That's a good one. Crazy talk, this man. Eating a whole loaf of bread just because there's meat in it now. No. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Darling, you simply must try it. It might be a new delicacy.
Alright,
Try the crazy things in life, am I right?
Yeah, try crazy things. You're one of them weird adventure seekers, aren't you? That's how you can pay for this room, isn't it?
I'm exploring the world, darling.
Yep, figured as much. Alright, yep. I think I've dealt with a few of you at sight. Very, very interesting. Not in a bad way. I'm just mentioning it. But yeah, I might think about it. Might go chill out with her after you guys go to sleep or something. Yeah.
You entirely. You totally should.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. You simply must. And thank you so much for your help, Roderick. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Yes. If you need something and I'm not at the door already, you know where to find me. I'll be down on base floor.
Right. Well, thank you so much. I guess I'll just turn in early for the night.
All right. It's nice meeting you. I'm sorry, I never caught your name.
Oh, Gabriella
Well,
Just
Gabriella.
Gabriella.
Well, Gabriella. Have a good night. Bleh. And Rod, you close the door, and Roderick, you hear him just slowly, you hear the drag of his foot, and then, like slowly just walking away.
Okay, I thought he fell down the stairs for a second. I was like, oh, no.
Is there anything else that you guys want to do before the next night?
I'm gonna go to bed.
All right.
Bedtime.
Rest time.
At this point, I would like to deafen 4 of you guys. I'm gonna talk to Angry about what he sees in his dream.
Do you know how much longer we'll be going?
Probably about 30 more minutes. Is that okay? Or do you need to go?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. So I'll deafen you guys real quick. I'll server deafen, and then I'll undeafen you when we're ready. All right. All right, Angry.
Hold up,
So-
hold up. Dream stop. I'm writing it down. Hold on. Dream stop. I'm excited. Wait, what's up?
All right. So, as you lay your head down to rest, and your mind slowly fades from material to the ethereal plane of dreams, you start coming into focus on this light in front of you. Everything else is dark, but you see this giant white ball of light in front of you. And
What
there's a
would like-
figure. There's a figure standing in the ball of light. And he has a scythe, and off the scythe you see a couple cylinders.
Uh-huh.
You cannot tell what the cylinders are, what they're for, or anything, and he just goes, Angry. What?
Right.
You are angry, my child. Why? And he waits for the reply.
Wait. Oh. So wait. Am I in the dream?
Yeah, you can reply to him. He's asking you why you're so upset because he's seen you yelling at people asking for your ass and all this other stuff.
First of all, I need my sickle. I don't know where it is.
Child, I have told you. You will find it in due time.
But that doesn't tell me where it is.
Did I give you your powers just to have them squandered?
Touché.
He goes quiet. He says, You're about to be met up with a man of unmeasurable power.
Okay.
Follow his
Yes.
word.
follow his word.
Everything
man-
will become
Everything this
clear.
man does, I need to follow.
Everything will become clear. And as he says those last final words, he moves his sickle from his shoulder. And he raises it up like he's about to take a swing at you, and he brings it down really fast, and you just see this wave of light rushing towards you. And as soon as the light hits you, you wake up sweating, drenched in sweat all over. You feel your skin a little itchy and stuff, and like you notice a little green patch on your skin in the shape of the sickle that he was holding. And as you wake up and you look outside, it's already daytime. What seemed like just a few lines in the dream world ended up being hours in the material world.
That was an experience. I haven't had that before. Okay.
Welcome back, guys. So, you guys sleep through the night. Nothing fantastic or anything happens. You all wake up in your respective rooms. Freaking Hana, you wake up on the bench that you fell asleep on, supposedly in the bar room. You wake up with like a blanket over you that you didn't fall asleep with, but it was just like a patchy hole, like blankets with holes in it, and they just kind of draped it over you while you were sleeping. And yeah, what are you guys doing? Rosalind, Gabriella, you notice at the side of the bed that you guys slept in that there are fresh meals laid out for you guys to eat. They just have a couple slices of bacon, you know, they have some eggs in there, and then like one or two very rustic looking pancakes. They don't look like they're refined like to modern standards, but they're rustic, you know, maybe like buckwheat or something like that. So is there anything that you guys want to do today before you go get your blacksmith weapons and armor?
Anyone?
Anyone?
I want to go straight to the blacksmith. I'm trying to clear my head of what I just had to dream about.
All right. You open the door, and I'm assuming you're just gonna go down and right out.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm
Okay.
ignoring everything going on. I've paid.
So-
I've paid. I'm done. I'm going.
You open the door and you start heading down the stairs, and a new person is at the register today, and it's a pretty burly, red-haired, bearded man, and he has like a chef's apron on, and around the back he says, "Oh, wait! Hold on a second. Hold on." And he's like motioning to you, Galax.
What?
Are you done with your residence here?
Yes, and I paid yesterday.
Give us the key.
Yeah.
He takes the key and he sets it on the hook. He said, "There you go. You may leave now. Have a wonderful time. Thank you for choosing the inebriated Knoll Inn. I appreciate it." And
You're so very welcome.
do you go to
Sarcastically.
the blacksmith?
Yeah, I'm
that-
just gonna go straight there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go straight there.
What do you guys do? Rosalind and Gabriella? What do you guys do? I'll say.
I think we're talking over breakfast. With
Okay.
my guest.
Yeah.
Okay, doke.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go
We have
ahead
to take time to eat
and-
it.
I'm gonna go ahead and get up and go to the blacksmith as well.
Alright.
I'll just leave the blanket there.
He notices you getting up. He says, "Oi, little fairy creature. Listen, if you ever need to sleep here, I'm assuming you don't have money. Just say. We aren't here to turn people away. We're here for first and foremost to provide for those that can't provide for themselves. So,
Kind of just look at him and I just.
and you rush out the door. And he goes and picks up the blanket and the pillow that he put under your head when you were sleeping, and he puts them away.
Oh, he was the one who did it. This is so wholesome now. I never expected this.
Rosalind and Gabriella, are you guys just talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Snow? Are you going to be at the blacksmith waiting for them, or are you going to wait at the knoll?
Yeah, she'll be at the blacksmith,
Okay.
with her dagger out, just sharpening it outside, kind of like in the shadows of the alley, watching, waiting for them.
All right. So
Mr.
as you
Lucid,
guys, yes.
if I have to take off, sorry, I didn't know it was gonna be going for 4 hours. I thought it was 3.
No worries.
Can I just get my ball bearings and then just kind of
Yeah, we're
be to myself?
yeah. Sounds good.
Alright.
So as you arrive at the blacksmith, angry, you see this older, disgruntled looking dwarf at the forge, just hammering away, and you like walk in and he doesn't seem to notice you. He's just tink, tink, and you see that he's working on what appears to be a falchion of some kind, just some sort of curved sword, and he's just and he's like, it sounds like he's getting more strength with every blow to it, just grunting louder, trying to forge the sword as fast as possible.
All right. I walk in and I see this going on, and I'm like, yes, a man working hard. I love it.
He's bringing it back, and he stops. He goes, "Hey, what's that?" Ah. And he looks around and he sees you, and this is where you can finally see his full visage. He has a large bulbous nose, kind of a very close to face beard, and his hair is in a very big whitish afro, kind of ashen colored. So he turns around, he said, "Hey, who might you be? Can you explain yourself?"
I was here yesterday, and your other younger brother, I would assume, no offense, I hope, said that you would be crafting a hammer for me.
He said I just had to make some adjustments to a hammer. Is that correct?
Yes, that is
All
indeed
right,
correct. Do
all
you
right.
have said hammer?
I do. What was the price he quoted you? Do you remember, or did you pay him at the time?
I paid him at the time, and you have my word.
All right.
I don't give people my word.
He says, "Let me go and fetch it from the back," and he throws the sword into the water to cool it down for a second, and then puts it back in the furnace to let it heat up while he's gone. He goes and grabs the hammer, but there's nothing on it that you can see yet. And he brings it back. He says, "Here's your hammer. 1 second." And he goes and he comes back with what looks like a bola of sorts, but it's got 4 leather straps around it, and on the end of the straps there's spikes. He said, "I fitted this so you can customize your hammer if you want, because I know that a lot of people are like, oh yes, I want to kill, I want to see, but then they get all these bloody parts in there and they end up not liking it, and they come and try to change it. So I just said, to hell with it, and I made this, you see." And he just spreads the 2 spiked parts apart, and he slides it over the hammer, and it locks in place. And he says, "That way, if you decide you don't like it, bugger all." And he's like, you just slide it on and off at will.
A man of taste, I see. I
Yes.
respect it. I respect it a lot.
Question, what time did you get here last night? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm not very good with the time. I'll be honest. Couldn't really tell. Very late. It was dark outside.
I'm missing a boomerang. You wouldn't happen to know about that, right?
It was not on the table when we were there. Like I said, it was already gone. If that doesn't make sense, because I don't actually know what you're talking about.
All right. I'll have to talk to my brother about that. And he looks at the tabaxi that's been sharpening her dagger outside, and the small fairy says, he looks at the small fairy and says, "What might you be here for?"
False.
Give me balls.
He looks down at you. He said, he's like licking his lips a little bit, like it's really creepy because, but you know, he's older, so you kind of let it slide. He like licks his lips and goes, "You want my what now?"
Copper balls.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a bunch of copper balls that were requested to be made by your brother.
Doric?
Yes.
Oh. Well, you see, he's the armorer. I'm the weapons man here. Yeah, we sell 2 very distinct markets. we swap shops on the days too. So you might have to go across town to Y and D instead of D and Y. Doric might be there with your copper balls. I hope that he has them. I was not told. I was left a note here to forge the spikes. So I don't know why he didn't tell you that beforehand. I couldn't tell you. Doric is kind of absent-minded sometimes.
Where?
So if you take this, if you split the city in half, right, and you take this shop and you just mirror it, that's where the other shop is. We tried to get it very similar.
I just look up at Snow and kind of tug on her hand.
Do I know where it is?
It would be very easy to find it because it's built in like circles. The city's built in pretty much circles. So you just follow the same circle that you're on until you reach it.
Yes, we can go. I know where it is.
Alright, I'm just gonna hold on to her sleeve a little bit.
I'll grab her hand and hold on to her hand.
Did you just adopt a child?
Like a small child. Instinct to just grab the child's hand.
You lost one child, you gained another one. Congratulations.
I'm just gonna be
how
looking
you
forward, just waiting, like...
Oh my gosh, I love it. Yes.
I'm going to go out of the shop and head towards the cave. Whilst I'm doing that,
You don't know where the cave is yet. Snow never told you where
wait,
the cave was
I
at.
thought we went and stood outside the cave.
No. Everything
Okay.
that was said was Snow describing the cave to you, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, I'm gonna go outside the shop, and I'm gonna reach into a bag and pull something out, and just sort of just
Roll me a
Beside-
d8.
yeah! Woo! Sorry, I'm excited about this. D8. Yeah. Yeah. Come out! I got it. 7.
7. So
Yeah.
you reach into this tan bag and pull out a little ball of fur, and then as you pull it out, you instinctively toss it into the air, and you see this little flash of light as the ball like morphs and like expands from an amorphous blob into a creature, and what lands at your feet is a spotted, laughing hyena. It just like just sitting there giggling its absolute face off. So now you have a giant hyena that you pulled from the bag.
Yeah!
I'm gonna let Snow kind of take care of me as I have to
Alright.
step out. I'm sorry.
Sounds good.
I love you.
No worries.
I'll plan for 4 next Sunday.
No worries, dude. No worries. Enjoy your time, dude. I hope you have fun.
I love you. I loved this. This was freaking awesome.
Bye-bye,
It
Kyo.
was super fun.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Mom, take good care of me.
Emily tosses her down the well.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks.
Rosalind and Gabriella, what are you guys doing?
Darling, didn't we have to? No, nothing.
As you guys are walking to the shop, you see Snow, Galax, and Hana. You guys see Mogmo again, selling his same necklace that he was selling yesterday. He looks to the young fairy. He says, "Oh, right here. I can sell you this, and you'll love it greatly. I promise." Like it seems like he's getting more desperate, trying to
I'm
sell
just
his
gonna-
brass necklace.
Drag her and keep walking.
Alright.
I'm going.
It's literally like those drag carry-on luggages that you're just
No.
like taking.
You know when
do we
toddlers
see this
they're
happening?
Out the window, you hear Mogmo trying to sell it, and you recognize it as his voice because he tried to sell to you about 10 times in one day. So it's kind of hard to forget that. But you do hear Mogmo, and if you look out the window, you can see Hana being kind of pulled along by Snow as they go towards the other side of the city.
Like a child on a leash. Is that what you're going with, Cal?
Well, you know when like toddlers, they're like, ooh, shiny, and they're not paying attention, and the parents are like, okay, it's the end of the day, all my patience is gone, you're coming with me. It's that type of energy.
That expert mom energy that you just gotta bring out sometimes.
Yeah,
Just a very tired parent dragging their kid along.
it is. It's like, you're coming with me, and that is the final word.
How big is this hyena? Sorry. How big is this hyena?
Hyena's probably about up to your waist, a little bit taller.
Only because it says it's a giant hyena, not just
Yeah.
a hyena. That's
So
why I
so
brought it
hyenas
up.
are pretty not that big. You know, they're a little smaller than lions, obviously, and a lion will sit at a probably about your breast level probably. So it's probably like right under breast level.
All right, no worries, no worries.
It's like
Just want to be sure.
Yeah.
Rosalind, did we have something to... I think we have to go to the court. Darling, we forgot to pick up your weapon.
I already got it.
Yeah, she got the weapon.
Were you supposed to meet someone? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think the one dragging them across the market square.
The dragon across the mark. Oh, there's... What's his name? Mogmo, darling?
It is Mogmo.
I think it's time that we check out now.
As you
Did
guys
you ever sell that piece?
No.
Do you not feel bad for him?
I mean, are you going to go buy the necklace?
Oh, heavens no, it's disgusting. You won't catch me dead in that.
Okay, are you guys leaving and checking out now?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
As you guys come down the stairs, you see George talking to Suri. He's like, "Well, you seem happy today. What happened?" And Sarah's like, I don't want to talk about it, George. And she's just like sitting there, kind of giddy and all. He's like, "Oh, all right. I'm just gonna go start the fire in the kitchen then. You do what you usually do." And he walks to the back, and Suri's there's like, "Oh, hi there, guys. How are you? Are you guys checking out for the day?"
We are. Sorry, sweetheart. You look absolutely glowing.
I'm always glowing, thank you. And she like flicks her hair around, and she's like, "Yes,
I tossed my hair in response.
something great happened last night, but I'm not at liberty to tell. So, secret."
Yes. Well, I'm pretty sure it wasn't whatever it was. I'm pretty sure you had a lovely night. Well, we are done for the night. I appreciate everything that you had done for us. Tell Roderick that we were perfectly satisfied. That we were.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What was what?
Tell Roderick that the service was perfect. Like we were.
Okay.
Yes. I believe George let Rosalind use the kitchen.
Yes. He said he already got the payment, so that's great. So we don't have to like wrench your elbows there.
No, of course
But-
not. Of course
but
not. That'd
if
be
we-
absolutely ridiculous.
If we will just take the sweet key back now, you guys could be on your way.
Right, of course. Here we are, darling.
And she takes the key back and she sets it on the hook. "Thank you for staying at the inebriated knoll." And she like kind of tilts her head as you're like walking out the door.
Bye bye now.
Bye.
I'm not. Did you like us or hate us? I'm so confused.
You could roll an insight to see.
I'm gonna roll an insight to see.
Oh my
Not 1 + 3.
You can't really tell. It seems that she's just a very bubbly individual. You can't tell if that's her true intentions or if that's what she is masking. That way she can be a receptionist, though.
I feel like she's gonna murder someone someday, but I also quite like her.
All right.
Yeah.
So as you guys join up with Galax and Snow and Hana right as they're getting to the armor, and Hana's just reaching her hand out like this, and Dorg is like, "Oh yes, I forgot. I'm surprised you guys found me so early in the morning. Honestly, I forgot to tell you. It's one of those things. Slip your mind, you know. It's just like you gotta go back and tell him, but then we already closed up, so it'd be awkward. I'm glad that Yorick actually told you the way I was, though. So here you are, your bag of balls." Enjoy them. I don't know exactly what you're gonna do with them, but I hope you find some sort of use. And he gives Hana the 240 balls that he made with the copper coins last night.
What could possibly go wrong with this? Like in any capacity.
All right. And what are you guys doing now?
Cave. Cave, cave,
Um,
cave, cave,
We
cave.
have
Where did
everybody
we
with
go?
us.
Did we go to
What?
DNY or Y and D?
The second one that
YD.
you guys went to is Y and D. The first one is D and Y. You
Yeah, no,
you
but
two
where-
went to
where did
Y
Y-
and D. You followed Hana and all of them.
Okay, alrighty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
I believe so.
Okay.
You guys,
It's-
what were you gonna say?
It's a long walk, but here we go.
Oh wait, do we have a cart, darling?
So your cart that you guys had, is gone. It's just gone, and like where the cart was, it says it has like a little note, to the wood of the where you guys parked it at the jail. It says returned to Aeneas. Is it Aeneas? Is that what your father's name is, Rosalind?
Yeah. No, that's my
mine
father.
Oh, that's your father. My bad.
Mine
Essen?
is Vladimir.
Oh, okay, okay.
Vlastimir.
Vlastimir. Okay, yeah. It says return to Vlastimir, Lapis, post haste because they.
We got cart jacked.
Oh my gosh. So, everything's in check. The cart's fine. They returned it. They made sure the guards were there to return it. So, no worries.
We're gonna have to walk, aren't we?
Yep.
Alright, well. Might as well get a move on.
All right. So I need you guys to establish what order you guys are walking to the cave in. It'll be, you can set 3 people front. You can set all of you just in a line. Whatever you guys want to do. Just where do you guys put yourself when you're arriving, like when you're
I'm
walking
assuming
towards the cave?
Snow is leading.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So
Just
Snow...
direct us from behind. That's hilarious.
Just like-
you just like go this way, go that
Oh my
way.
god, you're basically like our serious. Like, alright, at the next tree, turn left.
All right.
U-turn. U-turn. U-turn.
You turned already up, damn it.
Okay. What about you?
I'll be at the
three?
back with my hyena because obviously they're going to be confused as hell. Now
I'm gonna put Hana at the front with Snow. You know, just kind of like holding on to the hand.
Yep.
All right, and you'll be at the back. You said angry.
With my
What-
giant hyena that I'm going to name Harold.
All right. What about
Harold the hyena?
what about you, Rosalind
Are we,
and
like,
Gabriella?
Middle or back?
Yeah, we feel
Okay.
like we'll be in the middle, just next to each other. But we're also, I'm keeping keeping an eye on the hyena because I was like, when did we get a hyena? Like, did we? It's like, Rosalind, did I miss something? Was that hyena always there?
I think a lot of things happened over breakfast that we kind of
All right. So I'm gonna need you,
I guess
Snow,
we're
to
just
roll a
ignoring this.
perception check real quick, and then I will roll for Hana. Oh well, Hana rolled a 1, so it doesn't matter. Got it. Also, make sure you guys did a long rest. You guys fully heal and get your
Yeah.
spells
Oh,
back
yeah,
and
yeah.
all that stuff. So
Sorry, and
That
health, right?
is
yes.
Yep.
Perception. That's a 12.
12. You, as you're walking towards the cave that you've walked this path many times before, just trying to track everything, you notice a few fresh tracks and a couple rustles. But other than that, it's nothing out of the ordinary. The rustles typically happen in the forest, you know, little forest animals. Angry, can you roll me a perception as well?
This is where my rolls are going to go. Watch. Oh no, 16! 16 plus... Wait, hold on. Plus 3, 19.
Among the
Gotta get that
rustling,
explained.
and everything like around the forest noises, you see a bird land on a branch and go.
Oh, it's the owl! Okay. So how long is my speak with animals last? Like, is it because it's...
I believe it's an hour. I believe it's an
Ah.
hour long, so it would
It's
be.
like
gone.
Okay,
Say
so
on your
because it's a level 1 spell, I'll cast it again, because it means that I don't have 3 of each. So I will cast Speak with Animals.
All right. What do you say to it?
And ask the owl, did you see anything unusual, good friend?
He just goes. And then it turns its head like behind it, and then it turns all the way again. So it's like
yeah.
shaking its head in a no fashion, but since owls have like that 360 degrees, it's like looking really weird and alien to you. But it's saying essentially that it didn't see anything in the
Okay,
night.
Thank you, good sir. And then,
And it spreads its wings out, and you see this like beautiful just wingspan of his, like white feathers mixed in with the brown, and it gives one giant flap and it goes off through the trees.
Awesome.
Other than that, there's nothing really of import. You guys left at about 6 in the morning, and you guys take about 3.5 hours to get there. So approaching 10, you guys reach the Yawning Cave. At the entrance to the Yawning Cave, you see an opening, and like barricades around the opening. You see wooden spikes coming up, and a little sign that has just like a human face drawn on it with like very shoddily a cancel sign through it, like trying to warn everybody to get out. You hear in the background of the cave just like little chattering like stuff like that in the background, and then all of a sudden you hear and you can feel like wind rushing out at you and hitting your face, giving it the signature like yawning noise that it gives, and that's why it's called the Yawning Cave. The entrance to the cave has 2 distinct ridges coming down with stalactites coming down from the entrance looking like teeth. And it looks kind of like a dragon's maw is just coming up out of the ground, but only the top jaw is visible. And as you guys are sitting there hearing all this noise and seeing lights move in the background, that is where we are going to end it for the day.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
It sucks when it happens to you. It's fine, when it happens to you, you're just like, damn it.
That was awesome.
Dude, hell yeah.
Day one.
I've been so excited. Day one, we got some combat in.
Dude,
We met
yes.
a cat.
We met a cat.
Keo did a thing.
A thing?
Also, I would like to point out,
Question
I actually
mark?
had no clue it was Kel. At all. I had no clue. It
guys-
didn't cross my mind once.
You guys were all wishing Kel a happy birthday. I was like,
I know.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I was like,
Okay, so first I asked Lucid, I'm like, he's like, special guest. I'm like, is it already someone in the Discord? He's like,
I can't tell you that.
maybe.
He was like,
He's
I
like,
can't tell
can't
you
dude,
that.
literally
say.
every
It's
time
like-
somebody asked, I was like, could be.
I'm
like
so I have 4 choices in the Discord.
you, literally like so many people were like, oh, is it Hayas? I was like, could be.
Do you want to know something that really made me laugh? Right? I don't know.
You're
was-
cutting out.
You're
Bad.
cutting out.
Sorry, I really thought it was Mushu. I don't know why.
Actually,
I don't know why.
I kind of
just
thought
really-
that because also he did start streaming this morning. I was like, wait, maybe it's like, maybe it is.
That is because I thought, right, I was like, Mac, I don't know what I thought, Mac, Tim, just completely disregarded the fact that Kel was in the Discord. And
I'm
you
just
Mushu.
everywhere.
Omnipresent.
Cause it's just
I
like
was like,
lurking in the shadows, like, yes, it's my time.
The funny part is that I was out riding my horse, and then I came in. I was like, I have lots of time, right? And I log on, and I'm like, shit, they're already fighting.
That's like, okay, that's the equivalent of someone like in the middle of like in a play, and they're like, oh yeah, Act 2 doesn't start until it's writing right now. Oh god, oh god.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, I have 10 minutes to get
Yeah.
online and get there.
But how did you guys like it? I hope it was fun.
I loved it.
Dude, it was awesome.
A lot
We
of
got.
fun.
I would like to
Awesome.
point out there was 2 nat 20s today.
Yes.
Different people got
And
nat
Azzy, one of
20s.
them were you for
One.
perception. There was 2 nat ones. I had insight against against
I had a nat 1 for perception because I can never see anything.
on the
Poggy.
opposite side. You did get a nat 20 in perception after that.
Yeah, but watch next time and be like, let's see this. This is a nice wall.
So
Again.
at this time, I would like you guys each to speak about like your channels. Kel, obviously you don't stream, but if you want to speak about anything, you're more than welcome
Your
to
horses.
as well. But
I'm gonna take 10 minutes. And
so this one's Daisy.
Wait. Tim just said in the chat that Azzy needs glasses as a magical
Okay.
perception.
My perception addition is +6.
Oh
I still
gosh.
can't see anything.
Yes,
I
but
don't know.
But Angry, I want to start with you. Could you please talk about your channel real quick and then say where they can find you on everywhere and all that stuff?
Okay, so I am a variety streamer, a lot like Luke. I'm trying to get back into Pokemon. Speaking of which, I'm going to be starting properly again tomorrow. I'm going to be
cut
on
out.
Pokemon.
Cut
I can't
out.
wait for that.
Cut out.
So basically, I'm going to be trying to get back into Pokemon. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to actually be shiny hunting, so that's going to be. But I would also like to point out probably the main thing about my Twitch that's happening recently is I'm actually going to be changing my name by the end of this week. So if you haven't got your vote in, please be sure to get it in. But yeah, Lucid, again, thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. It's amazing. And I hope you guys enjoyed my arrogant ass bitch of a character.
We'll go
He
ahead and
doesn't have
move.
his off, remember?
We'll
He's
go
looking
ahead
for it.
and move on to Azzy. Could you please go ahead and advertise as well?
Well, my Twitch is Azrael519. I'm a variety streamer. You usually see me streaming with Flip a lot. Tuesday, we're doing Destiny 2 because the new expansion comes out.
I just remembered that.
Oh my god, again!
Oh my gosh.
I will probably be streaming tomorrow on Monday, and then Tuesday, as I said, we're doing Destiny 2 with Flip. If Flip remembers.
Heck yeah. And Flip, would you go ahead and say your piece as well?
God, am I dying? Hello?
What's your final meal? Tell us now.
Wow, someone rolled a crit on me, I guess. Hi guys, I am Flip Legit. People just call me Flip. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. I also have some Insta and some Twitters if you want to follow those as well for fun and weird content. I am a variety streamer as well, like I said, usually first-person shooters. But also love the nerdy world of DnD, some Dragon Age. I usually stream Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, are my stream days. However, I do surprise streams every now and then. I will be streaming with Azzy this Tuesday. I remembered, for the new Destiny 2 DLC, they added a new light. It's gonna be Frosty Boy. So yeah. And Lucid, thank you so much for letting us be a part of your campaign so far. I am absolutely enjoying it, and being the highfalutin Gabriella.
Yep.
We don't discuss the last name.
Gabriel. What about you, Kel? Do you have anything you want to talk about?
Well, I think that you guys should follow all the people who are in this D&D call. They're really awesome people, and I'm normally lurking in their chats, so feel free to say hi, but you should really give them all a follow. They're really great people. But yeah, you guys are really awesome. So
That's it.
it's a lot of fun,
That's how
and
you
it's-
do it.
It took you there, but you got it, Lucid.
Wait,
It's
what?
great
Wait,
to
what?
see all the support.
It's a heart. Angry.
It's like a
Yeah.
small heart.
Yeah, I can do this with push to talk. It's a lot easier.
But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and hop out of the Discord call. Thank you guys so much for your time today. I appreciate it a whole hell of a lot. And I can't wait for next session.
Also, happy birthday, Cal!
Happy birthday, Cal!
Now
Happy
that
birthday.
we have her in, we can say
Yeah,
happy
now that we
belated
can actually-
birthday.
But yeah, I hope you guys have a
Thank you
wonderful
so
rest of your days. I'm gonna give stream a proper send-off and thank all of them for coming out. But yeah, I love you all and have a great rest of your days. Bye!
Bye!
Howdy guys, I just wanted to say thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. It means the world to me. If you guys could please subscribe just so you can keep up to date on any further D&D content or any content in the channel in general, I'd be greatly appreciative. Also, we do have one person that was not able to make it at the end of the stream to plug their channel, so if you guys could go please check out Kiyoshi_kid. He is another streamer on Twitch and he streams a variety of games, so I'd greatly appreciate it. And also finally, I also stream over on Twitch with a variety of games. We only do D&D on Thursdays and Sundays. So if you guys could go and give a follow there, I would greatly appreciate it. And you can see some content other than D&D that I do. Also, if you guys want to check out any of the homebrew content that we have, I do have a D&D Beyond page. It will be in the description below. So if you guys want to check out the D&D homebrew content and maybe use it for your own campaigns, you are more than welcome. Other than that, thank you for allowing us to put on this show for you guys, and we really are excited for the future of our D&D campaign in our adventures in Grisandia. So if you guys like what you see, I hope to see you guys back here again for the next episode. Have a wonderful rest of your nights, and bye-bye!